take a look at the top of
Why Tren? The Cancerian with the vision. A hoodie in the bucket hat is often his decision. Why high? A king from Queens, you never disrespect. The wise OG, but what else would you expect? Why Dane? The flyest and the highest of them all. You need a perfect shot, he's the one that you should call. All three combined in a little of your time. Welcome to the show and let him ease your mind.
It doesn't matter when we are or where we are because we are.
Because we are. Because we are better than
Because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are. Because we are.
What the hell are you doing, On?
When you get to a certain age, I think it probably starts with a smoker, right? When you buy your first smoker and you go outside on a Sunday afternoon with a big ass piece of meat that somebody cut up, and you throw it on the smoker and you wait for 6 to 8 hours and you make your first brisket, you start to think, I kind of like this. I like being in nature. Just man and fire, right? You end up getting a fishing pole, right? You start going to like nearby lakes.
Which I did notice
Just
in your
seeing what you
100K pick, by the way. I noticed the fishing pole.
Yeah, there was a fishing pole in there and mad shoes. But anyway, I've graduated to an axe. So I've got my first axe. I'm very excited about it. I also have a handsaw.
That's an emergency siren, not like a hype siren, by the way. I just want to make sure I'm clarifying.
So, yeah, I'm gonna start chopping wood, building shit. Probably little stuff at first, like campfires and stuff like that, and just like making my own kindling and making my own, firewood. But yeah, at some point I'm gonna get the what do they call it? The plaid coats, or what is it? Not plaid.
Flannel.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the flannel coat. You know what I'm saying? The fishing boots, the jumper, and I'm gonna be outside, man. I'm gonna be a woodsman. I'm gonna be a woodsman.
You're gonna be building tables. So you're gonna be like, yo, I built this table. I built it. You go, you gonna smack it. The whole thing's gonna fall apart.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Once I'm at the level where everything in my house I built by hand. Yeah. First of all, that's what women said they wanted. That's when you're gonna start inviting
people over. I've known you for a minute. You ain't never invite me to your house.
Let me see that axe one more time.
Here you go. Titanium axe.
Yeah, what's the specs?
Yeah, what is the load, like, how do I say this? Like, what's the biggest thing you're gonna be able to cut down? Like, that doesn't look like it's chopping down any trees or
No, I'm not chopping down trees.
We're there for hours.
So funny enough, there's a lot of like North Carolina has a lot of like swamp areas, so there tends to be a lot of like dead trees and like old trees. So you can like literally just chop like the branches up, like throw them into a cart and like, just make shit out of it.
Can you just chop anything down though? I feel like is it like, do you need a permit or is somebody?
So I'm not that part. I haven't. That part I'm not sure yet.
All it takes is one person. Hey,
to be like, hey,
what are you doing?
There's a black man with an axe in my neighborhood.
He's chopping something.
Yeah, for sure.
He's wearing Jordans.
Now this might go very poorly for sure. Mm-hmm. And I might have purchased this, and this is the thing about ADHD. I might purchase this, and by next week, I couldn't fucking tell you where it is because I've done that a lot too. But for now, if you asked me where I'll be in 6 months, chances are.
I asked you?
We asked 100 people. Oh, Lord, man.
Oh, man.
Here we go. It's coming.
We're just giving it to them now.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely should have bought you one too, Dane.
Listen,
that's what I was hoping it wasn't for.
No.
Yeah, that's the trophy. Yeah, hell yeah. We should have got like gifts for everybody. Listen, here's all I'm gonna say.
For sure.
Right?
You want to see me axe a black person?
Here's all I'll say. I support you. You've talked about this a while ago on the pod, so I know that you actually want to do it. I'm glad that you followed through with it. However, do not make the news.
At all.
Don't make that.
We do not want them tracing back to this episode,
this moment.
They're gonna be cutting down, making fucking think pieces of the first 5 minutes of this episode. They never gotta go looking for it. It's right here at the top.
Yeah,
we just made
sure.
100K.
Started.
Just
it's like
started,
David.
Started with the X.
Yeah,
for sure.
Just please, you can put it away now. Thank you for sharing your and you just got
600 grand.
They don't even look that sharp.
It don't.
It's not very sharp. So first of all, this is the rubber cover.
Okay, take it off.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, that's a real ass axe.
It's
it
a real
don't
axe,
even
bro.
look like that sharp.
Do you have to sharpen it yourself? Is it like one of those like?
I'm thinking about that. Like, should I sharpen it? Because like,
yes.
if I just touch it, it's not very sharp.
Yeah, you should
sharpen
it.
Yeah, I think you have to sharpen it yourself.
Well, shit, I'm fucked. I don't know how to sharpen no axe.
That's your next endeavor.
Hey man, they say
Yeah, man.
iron sharpens iron. So you can get another axe.
Get another axe for sure.
You didn't have
That's
a
how it
2-for-1
starts.
deal?
I've been playing. Yeah, I play a lot of Ghost of Yote. You got 2 of them bitches just swinging, put a little chain on them, attach them. There you go.
Yeah,
Looking like
yeah.
Uller. Okay, I see you. Hell yeah, man.
It feels good. It feels good though. Honestly, I'm excited. When I
You feel
started
the power
actually
in your
building
hands?
stuff, honestly, bro, this is a very like, I don't know. There's something happening. I'm not sure what
All
yet.
right, nigga, you ain't Thor. Relax.
Deadpan into the camera like that.
There's something happening for sure.
When I had it in my hands, I felt something.
Have you ever shot a gun?
Yeah.
What
I was
about
a
you, T?
teenager?
I mean, we're
So not as a grown man. No.
we're 8 minutes in. I feel like this might be fine.
I'm not saying have you ever gone on a drill. I'm asking you if you've have you ever shot a gun?
Paintball gun. That's it. No like real gun.
A paintball gun.
Yeah.
Okay. The same thing happened when I shot my first gun. It felt really good. Like it was like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm just saying.
I hear you, Bishop.
I love my people too much, but
But I'm happy for you, man. I'm really happy for you, and I'm also happy for us because this is our first official episode with 100K. So again, shout out to us. We're gonna keep giving us praise, man, because we
Yes,
are
sir.
podcast.
Yes, sir. Crazy,
You know,
crazy.
100K. YouTube hit me back, sending them damn plaques in. Dame is
Let's
here.
go.
Hod is here. Iron
Nice.
Tren Dollars. We
You
are the
know it.
Because We Are boys. As always, subscribe to the Patreon. Keep running it up because I'm really doing well. I really appreciate y'all. Patreon.com/Because We Are podcast. And join our Discord. You can find it in
Yes,
our
sir.
highlights on our Instagram. We finally opened it up to
Sir.
the people. So come on in, start chatting, meet people. We're just trying to build a nice little community, and we already have some great people in there.
We got a little
So-
bit of everything for everybody in there. We talk about music, movies, video games, life in general.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of cool people in there, like T said. So yeah, come on in and join the community.
Yeah, it's
a lot of the topics that we bring up on the pod start festering on the Discord. So and we also expand upon them a lot in the Discord as well. And again, because of the community, it's not like a Discord that we run or modify and just is like a bunch of people. It's us. It's a big ass group chat with all of us. So come through, kick it, bring topics up, discuss topics with us. Yo, you was bugging on this, or T, I wasn't feeling when you said that. Bro, come listen, we've been getting a lot of comments on the
We? Well, first off,
Go ahead,
One
go
thing.
ahead, Dan.
stop grouping us all together when one of us has a take that you do not like.
Yeah.
I explicitly said in the first 3 minutes of that video how much of a fan I am of that young man and how much range I think he has.
Yeah.
And then
For
Hod
sure.
goes on this huge tangent, and now all of a sudden we're grouped in that
We're hating ass
motherfucker.
dudes.
And now
Yeah.
we're all haters.
Yeah, hate
We
that.
hate
Yeah.
it. We haters. Yes, it's we. Why y'all focus on the negative?
You know,
Like, oh,
you know what we
shit.
got to start doing? And I think that we can start today because we have another video that I want to watch today and react to. I feel like what we should do before we even give any takes, like we react to it and once it's over, we all do a countdown and then we put up, I don't know, something like a thumbs down, a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or like a middle, like, I don't really care for it. I feel like we should all do that before we start giving our takes.
I'm not mad at that.
And that could be a
I'm
good,
not
that
mad
could
at
be the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just potting about potting, but that could be like, before people even go in to watch the video, they'll know what they're going to get. Like, they kind of know if we're going to be positive.
Yeah, some people like to be surprised.
They like to be surprised.
Yeah, I think
Because this nigga Anthony Fantano does that too, where like he'll start the video with the frame of whatever reaction he thinks people are gonna, get them to watch the video.
Number.
So he'll start with the Anthony Fantano, and like that's just like how he does. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think the thing about it is that I don't think I was hating. I think I was just trying to bring. I was come on.
He was hating.
I was bringing a different perspective, and quiet as kept. T and I have been on the sidelines, kind of analyzing the way that some of this stuff is being created today.
Yeah.
And I think there is validity to my claim that at least the beat of that song is not a naturally created song. I think there is some validity to that.
I do want to know about the band. I do want to know about the people that, like, the producers, everybody that's in his camp. Yeah, I want to know, like, who's in the camp, And listen, here's what I'll say. I'll kind of give him some bit a little bit. Because I don't know if y'all knew this, but y'all remember Rick James and like the Mary Jane Girls and shit like that. You remember? You might not be familiar with them. If people are listening and they're fans of like old school R&B and pop music shit like that, you might be familiar with the Mary Jane Girls. They made All Night Long, sampled song all over the place.
Classic.
Classic. The Mary Jane Girls was just one girl singing everybody's parts. But like on stage, they'll perform as like a group, but it was really just one girl singing all the vocals. So we've kind of been playing this game for a really long time of like,
for a while, for sure.
If fake it till you make it kind of thing. And they just found people that kind of like fit the role, right? Like it was good enough, So all that to say, if he doesn't have a real band and like maybe the AI is inspiring like these sounds and stuff like that, and then he finds people to just play over it, then maybe there's some like if there's a jam session and he plays Gas Station Love and the live version is like killing, because that's what we really need. That's what we really need.
It might go even crazier.
He's from Memphis, bro. You don't think they got soul niggas down there just jamming in Memphis? I think Memphis is full of them niggas.
Yeah, but we need like the live version.
You're gonna make me do it again.
We need the
Let's move on, man. Let's move on,
we need the live studio version, like we was doing that Conga Head.
It will come, bro.
Like people, like
it'll come.
That's the version that we need. And honestly, play it cool. Like you can still give your opinions. I'm never telling you can't give opinions, but
just be ready to back it up.
Just be ready to back it up, because people's on there saying I know him personally, and they fighting for him. So
they're on it, bro.
They're on it. They're on it. So, but go ahead.
But shout out to EJ Jones.
Okay.
His voice is incredible.
Right.
Gas Station Love is a great song. Right. The visual is great. The girl in the video is beautiful. We don't know what that nigga was saying at the beginning. The accent was super heavy. But again, that's part of the flavor. I don't think anything of that video said that I did not like the music. I simply asked about its creation and inspiration. That's it. The music itself is really, really good, and shout out to him. I hope he makes $1 million. I hope he makes $20 million sounding like Bobby Womack. That would be excellent for music.
And listen, we're in a time right now where people just don't like when people give their opinions and it's not favorable of their favorite artists. We see it happening right now with Joe Budden and what he said about Doechii. Apparently, it's really, I don't even know what he said. Actually, I know it has something to do with maybe being
I saw that clip
or something. But TDE camp ain't really fucking with that, and a lot of people on I think one of Doechii's DJ or something.
Yeah, DJ Miss Milan. Shout out to her.
Yeah, she was letting him have it on Twitter too. Which I mean, it's all he gave his opinion. He thinks she a plant. But honestly, I feel like that'd be just trying to bait people out to release more. I feel like it'd really just be people missing the artist, trying to bait them out. Like remember that one time on Twitter, that person tweeted to Kendrick Lamar and was like, he's never gonna drop or something like that. And Kendrick Lamar like tweeted him back and was like, bet, and he dropped something.
You went all the way back to it.
Yeah. Or I forgot what it was, but I think it might have been Mr. Morale. I'm not sure, but it was something that he like kind of was like, oh, I'm responsible for this. He wasn't, but I just feel like people just be hating sometimes because they want to bring certain artists out, but that doesn't mean that you can't give your opinion. And I value your opinion.
For sure.
I definitely value your music opinion. I think anybody that's listening and thinks Hod is just straight up a hater, he is, but he also has really great music takes. You know, I think that you really think there's more to it than just the hate. It comes from a place of like love and passion for every single genre, you know. So
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, and we'll get into that a little bit more later. But before we do that, I want to read one more comment that I forgot to read last week because I peeped it on our Patreon, Patreon messages, and it made me damn near cry when I read it the first time. But I'm gonna read it again because I just got reminded of it. This is from a member named Wah. Shout out to Wah. He's a cousin on here, and I just wanted to read this for y'all if y'all haven't seen it already. This is in regards to
I haven't, no.
my mishap on the last feud that we did.
Which one?
The last feud that we did where I said Terrell Owens. Before I even say that, I want to apologize to the fans for letting them down. I've been getting a lot of hit ups from people like Terrell Owens. Like everybody's been saying that. Like really? Like I apologize, man. The pressure was on. There was a lot of things going through my head at the time. It's a hard game,
and it gets worse.
It does get worse. We haven't even got there yet. And yeah. So I say all that to say that Wah was really into this moment on the podcast, so much so that he sent us multiple paragraphs in our Patreon messages. So I'm gonna read it. This is from Wah.
Let's do it.
He goes, okay, so I wasn't gonna send this, but the weed is saying you gotta let him know.
Please.
Been there. So
the weed is correct, by the way.
I figured out the Terrell Owens clip is as funny as it is. The way Tren says Terrell Owens is in the same pitch, cadence, and wavering that it sounds like the perfect clip of someone who panic shits themselves in a comedic moment. Like the bad guy just showed up with 50 of his enforcers and cut to a clip of the comic relief going, oh shit, I just pooped myself. That's the moment. But you also got the legit awful, we gotta pick on you answer. That the answer that if the stars align perfectly, everyone is gonna be giving you hate in the comments until the heat death of the universe.
That's true.
Facts.
So these two moments arrive perfectly, given at the exact same time, and I think the moment breaks us. and this becomes this glorious moment in time that the only way forward is hearing Hod yell, "You didn't even try." Like I truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for making this top tier moment.
It was, in my opinion, an all-time internet game show moment. Yeah. I think of like, Naked Grandma. I think of
Coupon.
I think of South Park and the N-word, and then I think of T.O. from Trendell because we feud. Yeah. All in the same tier. I had to say, if you only seen the clip that was posted on YouTube, like the short, please do yourself a favor. Go watch the full episode. It is like the third or fourth question. It is like a 2-minute laugh session where we're just not even like, fuck the game. We're just laughing. We couldn't even continue. Yeah. You have to see the thing in its entirety. Yeah. I agree. I think it was a gold piece of gold internet moment. Yeah. That I think should go down in history. And I think over time, as the views rack up, I don't know if you're ever going to be able to live it down. You might have to change your ad name at some point or not. Maybe just embrace it. Put it in your bio. Like the guy that said T.O.
Yeah. The end game of this is me sitting down with Terrell Owens and him being like, Terrell Owens?
Why would you say me?
Why would you say we got to talk. Like there's some there's something building there. But it'll definitely go down.
Genuinely want to know if it made its way to TO. I really hope.
I do too.
I really hope it did make its way to TO some way, somehow. I doubt it. Like, he saw it on its own, but I hope somebody got it to him.
Yeah.
It'll
just because it was the TO moment was special. First of all, little behind the scenes. This was the latest we've ever done a Because We Feud.
Right.
Like, we did an entire episode. We started late, and then we did an entire regular episode, and then we started Because We Feud. So I don't know about y'all, but when it's late, I get a little delirious. People keep talking about how bad our answers are. Y'all got, first of all, Because We Feud is actually pretty tough.
It is.
Like, trying to think of an answer when in the right there on the spot is way tougher than you think it's gonna be. Y'all are getting the answers wrong, and then nobody's buzzing you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once you get a buzzer or two,
that shit at home.
Yeah,
like, y'all are fine.
But it was super late, and it was the perfect culmination. It was you knowing you was about to say some bullshit. You knew it. Yeah. Because you sink into your seat and you put on that little voice, almost like you didn't want to say it. And it was, it was glorious. And honestly, I don't think you say it if the Williams sisters moment doesn't happen right before that.
Right.
So you were really,
that's true.
You were really racking your brain.
Tag team effort. Me not accepting the Williams sisters, Todd second guessing himself.
Yeah.
Me and thinking that it didn't count.
That's how magic happens.
Or that it counted, but it didn't. And it's just.
Yeah.
Think, who's the second most influential black athlete that I know?
And shout out to all the people that think that we are clever and good enough actors to fake all of this and pre-plan any of these answers.
Y'all are so off
for an hour plus long show.
So off,
I'm sorry,
it's not happening.
It's all off.
It's almost sad to admit that we're not faking it. That I'm really.
I don't even know the answers until an hour before we start recording.
Yeah. It's a whole process. We got this shit down packed. And we really do appreciate it. Next one coming soon. But enough of all of that. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And listen, y'all, stop bringing up my nose ring. I'm starting to. I need everybody to know that I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start responding a little bit. And
we definitely gotta off pod. I gotta talk to you about that.
Okay.
I gotta see what you said. Like, you didn't, because you told me what you were doing. Mm-hmm. You didn't show me like what the inciting event was or anything.
It's fine.
So
it's fine. But I'm starting
at some point we'll talk about it.
Shout out to Jamar Chase.
People think it's fine to just hell yeah parlay hit. Okay, I see you, nigga. Some people just think that it's fine just because I give answers on a few. Listen, I laugh a lot. I'm a very fun loving guy. Black boy joy. That's the motto for the most part. That don't mean you can pick on me. That don't mean I'm not going to respond to you because you leave a comment. And you always coming for my appearance. I talk about my nose ring. That's like the main thing is like the nose ring that people always come for. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to say it. Shut the fuck up. And I'm gonna respond sometimes. So don't be like, whoa, where's this coming from when it happens? Because we've been potting for a really long time. I wasn't always this like fun-loving, happy nigga. I've been arguing on this pod for years. I've been mad a lot of times. So y'all just
you go back to some of those early pods, like the recap stuff. It's nothing but just us arguing.
Yeah, yelling, arguing, and just listen. I've changed a lot, but that nigga's still in there. So don't wake it up. I'm just saying. We can be nice to each other. We can have a nice relationship, or we can have a bad relationship. Whatever you want, I'm here for it. Anyway, it's enough love and hate for now.
For sure.
I want to start off with a really great little chat, because as sad as it is to get the news, I do want to share about just like how pretty much it brought me to where I'm at today. Earlier this week, we got the really sad news about D'Angelo passing. Mm-hmm. And that hit hard for me, man. This was one of those ones that really hit hard. People always ask like which like celebrity which celebrity passings are gonna get you the most, and this is like one of those ones that I didn't even think about just because of how, I don't want to just say mysterious, but how like happy he's kind of been off the grid. Or I'm assuming he was happy, but it almost felt like every time he popped out, like when he popped out for that verses, everybody was happy about it. We hadn't heard from him in a really long time. We had gotten rumors always that he's coming out with music. I even said, I don't know if I said it on the pod, I might have said it to just y'all when we were talking, but the way that people feel about Frank Ocean, we felt that way about D'Angelo first. You know, somebody who dropped 2 classic albums early in his career and then kind of just
changed the sound too.
Changed the sound and kind of went off into, you know, to do his own thing. And most of that was because of the fans, you know, which I'll get into later. But he had that mystique and he had that like joy or that like luxury of being able to not be in the limelight and still be able to live his life and have people that cared about him and meet with him. And, you know, he had his kid and Angie Stone was still around. Like it was a whole thing that he had like the luxury of being able to just just exist, you know, and people would miss him, but like nobody was really like egging him on every day, you know, but because we had great music to reach for. So, and I'm not gonna lie, man, D'Angelo was one of the first people that got me into music. You know, I was born in 1995. My brother was born in 90. He heavily loved D'Angelo. My brother loves D'Angelo so much, people were calling me because they couldn't get in touch with him to say, yo, how's Darren doing? You know, because I know he's going through it right now if he got this news. And my love for my brother got me into music because of how much he loved D'Angelo. I wasn't really loving music like that when I was growing up, but D'Angelo was like the first thing that pulled me into that genre, and just everything else was just kind of like linking off from that. I got into Badu, got into Jill Scott, I got into Common, I got into Dilla, I got into everything else, and everything else just brought me here today to the audio space. Like that was the start of like my love for sound and audio. So yeah, man, I really give it up to him because he made great music. Black Messiah was also amazing. I never had the luxury of seeing him live. That's something I regret, you know, because I always want to see my greats. And I'm just happy that a lot of people have really nice things to say about him that have seen him live and stuff. But yeah, man, it's a really heavy loss. But his music is timeless. His impact is timeless.
Timeless, man.
So he's gonna live on for sure. Yeah. Kind of what I got on that.
So it's, to me, always been interesting that, you know, the term neo soul pretty much comes from D'Angelo because there was really no way to define what he was doing at the time. There was no phrase for it. So when you're such a genius that you pretty much invented a new genre of music, your name gets written into the pantheon no matter what. So the fact that D'Angelo has 3 albums total, all 3 of those albums are 100% masterpieces. Period. There's no one who knows anything about music that would argue anything different. But they're also completely different from one another.
Yeah.
We're talking about the man took he dropped Brown Sugar 1995, I believe, or 96.
95.
Voodoo comes out in 2000.
Yep.
So 95 created a new sound. 2000 created reinvented R&B. 2014 goes on this politically charged kind of sound wave that again sparks new energy into music, and then obviously he goes away, he does what he wants to do, he gets to live his life, but his art kind of just will never. It literally will never go away. You know what I mean? There's nothing else you listen. 51 is way too young. But when it comes to art, all of us who are creatives would love to leave this earth knowing that we set a standard. So it definitely sucks. R.I.P. to Angie Stone as well, who his the mother of his child. They have a grown son who now has lost his mother and his father in a 7-month period. That's awful. Obviously Angie Stone passed away due to a car accident. So like that was not even, something that was on the table. We don't know how long D'Angelo was dealing with pancreatic cancer, but however long it was, we're it's tough. I'm experiencing my own battles with my family now due to cancer, and it's just one of those things where it's exhausting. It's exhausting for everyone. So, prayers up to Michael Archer Jr., who is D'Angelo's son, because this sucks. Like, as much as we lost an incredible artist, I'm sure that who he was to his son
and
was
his daughter
even greater.
I believe he has a daughter too, Normani, right? For sure. Yeah.
So, prayers up to them as well, and everyone he's affected, because he's had his own set of friends and family members and stuff like that. So people who knew him personally and only knew him as the man in their life, as opposed to this great artist that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. So everyone is experiencing this loss at a different clip, but yeah, it's very, very, very tough.
And I have thoughts on posthumous albums, but I do know that him and Raphael Sadiq have been rumored to be like they were working on a project, right? Raphael Sadiq has been very vocal about that. But this is something that I'd still listen to. I feel like it's different with this because it won't feel like some industry shit. I feel like a lot of my big gripes with posthumous albums have to do with the fact that they're being made
like
to
money grabs for
money
the label
grabs
or whoever,
and capitalizing on the death of a hot artist, right? And while D'Angelo is hot, it'll get its listens, it'll get its love for sure. He did it to move the needle. He made music to push the sound, right? So while he might have been working on music this whole time, maybe he didn't want to put it out because maybe he didn't feel it was ready yet. And
maybe
I know that the wisdom and everything that he's like given to all the people around him, it doesn't go unnoticed. I think your favorite artists, your favorite R&B artists, your favorite soul artists know who this man was and what he did for the genres that he touched on. So, yeah, big shout out to him. And how do y'all feel about these like different clips coming up? I mean, obviously all this stuff happened a while ago, right? But he was really big on not wanting to be sexualized, right? I'm sure y'all might have all heard like little pieces of the story, if not the whole story already, about how one of the big things that like kept him from wanting to be in the limelight was when How Does It Feel came out, and him kind of just becoming a sex symbol, and him really not liking that at all. It became more about how everybody wanted to sleep with him or how attractive he was, and it was less about the music. And it kind of pushed him into a state of not wanting to be seen. So, like, when you see these clips of, like, big media at the time, right? RP Aaliyah as well, but, like, that clip, I've been seeing a lot of her and Beyonce kind of just, like, all the things that, I mean, at the time, it probably didn't seem like a big deal, right? But like all the things that they said, everybody was calling him this man sexy, and I'm sure he might have been flattered. But when you have like big media,
everybody
like
in name of fucking mama,
everybody just like, it's like, oh, you're sexy, oh, you're sexy, oh, you're sexy. It's like,
take your shirt off,
Like, do you even want to hear my voice anymore? Like, do you even care about what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
It probably drove him crazy a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not like blaming the fans fully. You know, obviously there was probably some other things going on. And even on the Black Messiah, there's a song on there. I forgot the exact lyric. I can't remember what song it was on there, but he was addressing like how people don't really care what kind of like what state he's in. I think what is it? I think the line was, if you're wondering what state I'm in, hopefully it's not my abdomen that you're referring to. You know, where he's basically saying, hopefully if you're worrying about me and thinking about me, you're not just thinking about me because you hope that I'm still, you know, sexy or attractive or young and beautiful, all that shit, you know? So I think that's really interesting because you don't really see that from a lot of like, you know, black artists, black male R&B artists, you know? Usually that's kind of like what their whole thing is, you know? They kind of want that, you know, they kind of welcome that, you know? But you have this one person who really just wanted to be known for his music, but he kind of got forced into being something else from the media. And I think that's really...
I feel like
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like we get hit with an artist like that at least like once every like 10 years, you know? That, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of artists out there who are just really talented and don't want the fame. They're everywhere in every state. But there are those aliens, those like you said before, needle movers, you know what I'm saying? There are the D'Angelos, the Andre 3000s, the Frank Oceans that just want to be aliens and super mad geniuses and to be left the fuck alone.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like we've been getting hit with one every 10 years. I don't know who it would be for the 2020s. I don't know if it's too early. You know, we're only like halfway through the decade, but yeah, man, I feel like D'Angelo was one of them ones, maybe one of the originals.
Yeah. That's a really great point that you had mentioned, T, about how he really didn't enjoy being sexualized. He was honestly one of the first artists that I can remember bringing that up. Right? I mean, we're talking about a time when like the biggest rappers in the world were like LL Cool J, Nelly, 50 Cent, right? Like these guys with these muscular builds. DMX always had a shirt off. Ja Rule always had a shirt off. The hypersexual black man trope was very much played on in hip hop for sure, and in black music for sure. Usher, Genuine. Again, you still had to have talent, but yeah, your sex appeal was a big part of whether or not you were marketed.
Yeah, the whole push was sex sells. That was still kind of is in some parts of
for sure
the industry. But yeah,
now you can just show your whole vagina though. Like if you just open anyway. But yeah, so even at the time, the idea that a man did not want to be sexualized was controversial, right?
Absolutely.
So he, again, a trailblazer in so many different ways, so vulnerable, so open about his insecurities. It's still today probably still taboo for a man to give the full range of his emotions, right? To the point where, what do we call it? Sassy, right? Where
zesty or some shit. Yeah.
Who gonna be the girls?
Sassy or zesty?
They're not calling us zesty, bro. That's just you.
Oh, you talking about us? Oh, that's why I missed that. I thought you were talking about the niggas that like people that are like, oh, if you don't like the attention from women, then you must be gay.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. No. I just meant like men being vulnerable and saying, "Hey, that hurts my feelings," or "Hey, this is uncomfortable."
I heard you,
for
by
me.
the way. I heard you said about me, but
I don't think you did.
I did. That's fine.
But my point is just that that thought 25 years ago was a non-starter. If women wanted to sleep with you, that was a good thing. You know what I mean? So the fact that he did take a hiatus, the fact that when you did see him out, he had clothes on clothes on clothes in order to not show his body. He talked about how he was affected by alcoholism and his alcohol issues, and how these things affected him. He was a real artist. He was a real open person, and a lot of artists and a lot of people can learn a lot from his example. Just on the matters of just being open and being true to yourself. So again, big shout out to D'Angelo. We lost a mountain
giant
on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all that to say that when you're sharing memories, make sure you're sharing a lot about his music and you're listening to the messages, you're listening deeper and getting what he encoded in his art for us, and not just sharing clips of how sexy you thought he was. Yeah, he was a handsome man. Like, listen, there's no doubt about it. I'm sure he gave a lot of people trouble in his time. Like, I'm sure a lot of people was like, listen, I don't want to be in the same room with D'Angelo in there. I'm sure that was the truth. But like, if we couldn't give him what he wanted in life, at least let's give him what he wanted in death, and let's listen to the music and enjoy it, and use it to inspire the next generation of artists. So yes, rest in peace, D'Angelo. I want to shift though, because I want y'all opinions on this other R&B artist, and I kind of wanted to turn it into a discussion about humanizing, and also just acknowledging where there might be, he might have had a point. I'm not sure. I'm starting to second guess it, but like, if we have the conversations about letting artists have emotions and letting them be humanized and letting them be like, have views, and not being able to like just be seen as this person that everybody is just supposed to like be granted access to, like, we got to have this conversation. So I'm not sure if y'all seen this clip already, but it's a clip of Mario at some sort of R&B song. Oh, yeah. Mario at some sort of, I think it was like a festival or something. I'm not sure what it was.
It might have been Essence. I thought I saw Essence on one of the billboards. Was it Essence Fest or whatever it's called? Is that what the name is?
Hodge, but I think like, I don't know.
It wasn't Essence Fest. It was one of the kind of offshoot festivals. A couple other people performed there. I can't remember exactly where it was, but I mean, I'll look it up. But it wasn't Essence Fest.
All right. So have y'all all seen the clip? If not, I'll play it. But
the fuck off the stage.
Okay, yeah. So we all seen it.
Still play it though.
You want me to play it? All right, I'll play it.
Yeah.
All right, so
it'll go good for the clip.
So the context was Mario at this festival, and he seemed to be talking to somebody on the stage. It might have been a cameraman. I think it is a cameraman, because I saw the cameraman.
You didn't see the other angle?
I see the cameraman's angle first, and then I saw this other angle. So this is Mario, man. It's the caption is Mario crashed out on his cameraman laughing emoji. Man.
You gotta get the fuck off the stage, dog. Get off the stage. Oh, get the fuck off the stage.
My song too.
Get off the stage.
Yeah.
I wanted to
looking for him.
Yeah, I let it play because I needed to know if he looked around one more time to check to see if he was there. Yo, if he was standing back there again.
One more, just with his camera out, just with the camera spoke through the curtain.
That nigga,
he would have pulled his ass out there.
He would have
stomped him out.
He would have rushed. He would have dropped the mic and rushed back there. He would have dropped the mic.
Oh my god.
But anyway, yeah. While it is funny, we got to talk about these R&B artists, bro. We talked about it a lot on it before on this podcast, but these R&B artists are crazy, man.
Yes. But that nigga shouldn't have been on the stage.
So damn, yeah, because you are a cameraman. Give it.
Yeah, as a cameraman who's done live performances, who's done concerts, festivals. If it's one nigga on a stage singing R&B, no band, no nothing, bro, let that nigga be out there. Because I'm not sure if you saw, but there was other cameramen on the stage. But you know what happened? They were wearing all black. They were up against the black curtain. This motherfucker's out there in a tan shirt and a white hat, sticking out like a fucking dumbass.
Yeah,
that's 101 of if you're filming a live event, wear all black so you don't draw attention away from the artist. And what do? You go out there and stick out like a sore fucking thumb, and you get cursed out.
Wow.
That's just the game. And if he tells you to get off the stage the first time, get off the fucking stage, bro. Hell, you're holding up the show at this point.
So I do have questions, because my thought about it is, because of where the cameraman was, he probably obviously he had press kits. He had press rights, right? So he probably was told to be on the stage. Now, a lot of artists like to control their, the stuff that goes out to social media and stuff like that. It's possible that Mario didn't want someone getting like really, really good footage of him performing, whereas like that would be exclusive to just his team. Like I can have my cameraman on there. Y'all cameraman got to be off, just so that, you're not getting the same kind of footage that my cameraman is getting or the same level of access that my cameraman is getting.
I'm not buying that.
Not buying it? Okay.
Not buying that. Get the fuck out the way, bro. Put a black hoodie, some black jeans on, and get up against the curtain like the mother niggas, bro. You over there with a fucking because he didn't have like professional camera set with a fucking with the crane and all that and stuff.
Yeah.
He had a regular. He was up there like this.
Yeah, he was.
And he had a phone attached on top, so he was getting phone footage and camera footage. Like you look unprofessional.
Yeah.
And because I'm not sure if you saw the cameraman's point of view as well.
I did.
So it's like you're double recording. You end up posting it to TikTok. I saw the footage. It didn't look that great. It looked aggressive. But it's just when you're working an event like that, you have to talk to security. You have to talk to, if you can't get in touch with the artist team, talk to the other cameramen on stage with you and be like, hey, what is the parameters? Where am I allowed to go? Where am I not allowed to go? And know your points, bro. Know where you can. It's just, you never want to take away from the talent. I would never be able, even if it was a whole band up there, I'm not going up on the stage and getting in each one of the band's fucking faces while he's doing the drums while you're in the middle of a live performance. Let me get out the way. There's telephoto lenses if you needed to get closer for shots like that, bro. Get a better lens. You're over here with a fucking 18 to 55 stock lens.
Yeah.
No, you're not gonna get the shot you want.
Yeah, get him
for sure.
Get him. Cameraman beef. I like this.
Yeah, no, he raises good points.
He
man.
does. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised because I really thought he'd be like on the side of the cameraman. I honestly thought like he might have been like, all right, listen, I'm all for niggas trying to get their shot, but Mario had to talk to him like that, which I don't know if that was warranted.
He didn't have to talk to him like that, but you know what you're doing, bro.
Yeah. It all comes down to maintaining professionalism. I do want to apologize though if we're missing out on stories and he was told to do this. Like if he got paid to do this and Mario just didn't get the memo, then I feel like
if you're gonna tell anybody to go on stage, tell them. I'm not sure if you want to load up the clip again, but there's a nigga with a big ass, like looking like a Red or Ari camera right next to him. That should be the nigga up close, and not this nigga with the fucking Canon T3i.
He's right.
Damn, we shaming.
We
shaming equipment.
Beginners, beginners shaming beginner niggas.
I'm shaming the production team who decided, this is the best shot.
Yeah, that's that. So. I've been, y'all know I've been doing like events and stuff like that for friends, and like a friend of mine, she had an open mic recently, and she wanted me to just like record her set, and I did that. I recorded her set. I was where she wanted me to be, but I did feel kind of weird. I did not want to record anybody else's set because I did not know if anybody else wanted their set to be recorded. So in situations like that, D, what would you say as far as like, people? A lot of times artists do like, etiquette. A lot of times artists do like, free promotion, free videos. Like, let me see what you got. Maybe I can use this for something.
I don't know an artist who's going to turn down free footage.
Right.
As long as you're not invading the set, like I had mentioned, like if it's like a small setting, that doesn't mean you should be up in everybody's faces or anything like that. As long as you're maintaining a proper space. Talk to them after, like, hey, do you guys want this footage? And they're always going to be chill about it.
Right.
Unless you're dealing with like Travis Scott or some shit, or Mario, apparently.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if so. Last point on Mario, like Mario's kind of skated by with some of the stories kind of getting pushed under the rug, but
he's aggressive.
Mario's from Baltimore. He's had a history of like stories coming out about him getting into these situations at clubs, at events, and not saying like he's like he's not Trey, but he's definitely not nobody that you want to meet in a dark alley. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's definitely has a reputation of not being worried about putting hands on niggas. So just mind your camera, big dog.
Yeah. I will say, Mario seems like one of those people that somebody would tell a story about on a podcast and be like, listen, I was at an event and there was an R&B star. I'm not going to say his name.
Not going to say his name.
I'm not going to say his name. But he knocked the shit out of somebody who was in his face. Like, I definitely do believe that he would be an anonymous story. That somebody's just like, I'm not going to say their name, but somebody, and everybody would just jump the Tren.
Everybody would just,
unless
he's from the DMV.
Particular years, like, yeah, this dude got hot around the 2000s. You know, he was really hot in the streets around then, and you know, made a lot
from
of
the DMV.
Guy from the DMV, and, yeah, like everybody would just rush right to Tren.
Yo, man, Trey was a menace.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Mario, I guess.
Shout out to Mario for sure.
And yeah, he definitely killed Omarion in that versus. But yeah,
he did.
Yeah, I just want your opinions on that. Is this another thing that we need to kind of like start humanizing artists' feelings about shit? I'm not sure if y'all are hearing about what people are saying about like Doja Cat. She don't give a fuck, but it seems like a lot of people are starting to. I feel like a lot of people start to just say whatever they want about artists and just don't have any type of regard for their feelings. I don't know where that comes from. Like, where does that come from, bro? Like, why don't people respect, you know, people that are doing like another? I mean, I know it's in sports too. Like, people always talk shit about, you know, but mostly that's because it's usually gambling involved and people are mad because of, you know, maybe their team or their players ain't doing what they have to do. So yeah, they're gonna heckle a little bit. But where does it come from for like R&B artists? Like, why? Or like,
I think just for the most part, bro, seeing and experience somebody through an electronic device, whether it's a TV, a phone, or something, a computer, laptop, it does something to you, man. We kind of just are more willing to be judgmental towards people that we don't personally know. And the way you know this is because a lot of times even professionals will have harsher criticisms for someone when they're not in front of them, and then they'll do an interview and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that was the coolest dude ever." And it's like because we're missing the human element of it, right? So to us, sometimes y'all know what like the feeling of Sonder is. I'm sure you.
I looked it up when I heard that Brent Fires was in that group, but I might have forgotten.
Yeah. So it basically
the only
means
Sonder I know.
Yeah.
So the word itself means the realization that every single person you see or meet has a life as complex and as like, you know, challenging as your own.
One of our first conversations,
so,
by the way. Like one of our early, like before we was in pod together, I think. Or when we first started podding together, yeah. He brought that word up in a conversation. I love you, man.
Sometimes I love you too, man. Yeah. So sometimes I think about that. Like it'll be 1:00 in the morning and I'll just be like, is Meg asleep? I just think about people because they're people, right? It's almost like if they're not on your screen, you think they like turn off. You know what I mean? But like people get stomach aches. You know what I'm saying? Like people,
diarrhea.
You know, they get diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like I wonder sometimes, like, yo, when's the last time like LeBron couldn't get off the toilet? You know what I'm saying? Like it probably happened this week. Everything like it's happened to all of us. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It happens to all of us. I find that shit very, very interesting. And it does, for me, humanize them in my head. You know what I mean? And just kind of, I imagine that, you know, having the shits in a fucking marble, in a $2 million marble bathroom might be a little different.
Probably sounds,
it might be a little different for him, but still, these are human beings, bro. They got to eat, sleep, shit the same like we do. So
if you thought Meg was up at like 2 a.m, would you text her and say, "Hey, you go to bed, big head"? Or like,
yeah, absolutely.
I hope you sleep well tonight. Yo, try to get some sleep. Don't stay up too late.
Yeah, man. Like if she was like sending me, if she was like DMing me memes and shit like that, like, yo, why you up? I definitely would hit Meg like, yo, why you up? For sure.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, return in. If you want the full video vibes, bonus episode, enough exclusive content, link we up on Patreon, Bumbleclot. It start at only $1 a month. That a mad deal, you see it? Tap in now.
I don't know how y'all timelines have worked, right? But lately, on my timeline, I'm noticing that there's been a big push of a particular artist. We talked about the plant conversation, right? A lot of people are having those conversations lately, right? What is a plant to you? Because to me, when I see too many people that are of a certain level from a press standpoint or from a media standpoint, all talking about an artist, like independently, not like they're talking to each other, but they all come to the same conclusion like within a week. But it all seems to be leading to one particular artist or event or something like that. My thought goes to somebody pushed the button. Somebody pushed the button and said, hey, we're trying to get this in front of people. Can you just try to tweet, retweet, quote, add this to your story, give it a little life so that we can kind of get the ball rolling. So because I'm in hip hop circles and I'm in media circles, I will notice, I'll pick up on patterns when too many media people are talking about something that nobody else is talking about. Like it's not at the ground level of like just normal people talking about it, but all of these media tastemakers are talking about it. That's when it starts to get fishy to me. So lately, the apple of rap media's eye seems to be this white girl from Seattle by the name of Wynn. Now, I have only heard Wynn's music when she's been retweeted by someone from a hip-hop media outlet, and never like the official page. It's always someone that works there. I'm not going to say no names, but it's always like someone that might have a show on Apple Music, or you know what I mean, or somebody that is like a commentator for Complex or something like that. It's always one of them. It's never, and it just never seems organic. So lately, there's been a push for Wynn, and the problem that I'm having with it is everyone's saying the same thing. Yo, she's fire. That's it. That's all they're saying. Yo, she's fire. Now, to me, my brain goes, I'll be the judge of that. Yeah,
naturally.
Right?
Should we listen now? Click on the thing. When should we listen?
No, let's all kind of engage.
Because I feel like you dive in deep, like we ain't even. You just rushed right into the Taha's hate train. Let's listen to it.
No.
First.
I still don't even know who this girl is.
All right, let's. Good. So you have the information. White girl from Seattle. She's been out for. I first heard her name in like 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to her since. But she dropped a couple things. But the one that I saw recently was her dropping a song with Dame Dollar. Which is like a freestyle,
which is
over
Dame Gabald and Tren Dollars put together.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
Yeah. And why is it DOLLA? I wonder what that means. If y'all know, I don't know. Like, why is it?
Like an abbreviated,
yeah,
right?
like, but what does it mean? But we don't have to get into that right now. Listeners will tell us if we don't know already. But she made a freestyle over Kendrick Lamar's Peekaboo. So let's just go ahead and listen to it.
Let's check it out
and give our unbiased opinions about Wynn and Dame Dollar. Which Dame Dollar, we know he can rap.
Yeah, he can definitely rap.
Over Peekaboo, that sounds like it's going to be good.
Right.
And he's from the Northwest, too.
All right. Wynn, Peekaboo featuring Dame Dollar.
That man is back home, y'all.
It's blown out. Hate that.
Wynn, Peekaboo.
Peekaboo, eat the chicken like I'm Gus Fring. Peekaboo, 70 pointer like a dang game. Peekaboo, all we do is, what's my name? Peekaboo, if you acting cool then you a lame. Yeah, and I stand on it, no Jennifer. The body's T, but I'm dressed like Adam Sandler. And if they try to cross my circle like diameter, I'll hang their whole career from the ceiling like a chandelier. Yeah, my coochies, all that for real. I put an M on my box like a Happy Meal. Hoppin', toppin', ride it, got 'em telling Jesus, grab the wheel. Got so many nines, I could probably drop a mass appeal. They call me John Moran, I get the dick vacuum seal. Faking for the gram, they should get you in the Actors Guild. I hit the lotto, find me ripping out the plastic film. Got me crunching numbers, now my bills got abs to steal. What are they talking about? 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 Hey, when, say when, all about my paper. Biggest in the city, you can see us from Tabor. Song straw, they're surprised by my flavor. Funk flex, about to drop a bomb on them like Jaeger. Mick Jagger, baby, this is rock and roll. Drop it off, stop and roll. The comma's non-negotiable. I knock you off the totem pole. I can't talk, I like and load. I've been hopping on the road. In the Polestar with my man, I'm looking bad as Al Capone. Fuck this, all my homies getting furloughed. We gotta organize, where the Virgos at the lamb truck. I'm not talking about a euros, talking euros. White sauce and it's dripping Joe Burrow.
Dollar, Mr. Getting to the paper, never question that. Everything to everyone, I'm wearing hella hats. Wheels up another country where I'm landing at. Sucker shit and thirsty bitches, we abandon that. Yeah, hey, pull up like the president. Probably think you entering a city at my residence. Late bloomer type, I ain't have shit up on my lettermans. But now I got an M for every nigga I was better than. Quiet nigga, I be trying to keep my mouth shut. We in the age when niggas speak to get they clout up. 10 out of 10, I know they kinda ain't about nothing. I swear to God, you try to press me, I'm around something. It's in my blood to keep it real, you better know that. Could give a fuck about how you feel, get your hoe snatched. The way I'm living, I bet she won't ever go back. Yeah, I run with niggas, put a tag right where your toe at. Obsessed with winning. If I get it, then we got it. I'ma bless the village. I'ma still keep it solid, living next to privilege. What you see is really me, don't try to test the image. I don't flex with gimmicks, nigga. Hey, bae, I'm just a different caliber. I'm from where they love to treat like Mary Catherine Gallagher. Now I'm in the Bentley, but I used to want a challenger. The way I be in private be the same in the camera. Drop to my knees and send a prayer up. Blessings on my kids and any nigga trying to play with us. I just run my race, they tried to hate and then they hated us. The grace I get is tailored by the Savior because he favored us. You feel me?
What are they talking about? What are they talking about?
I don't want to hear that hook again.
What are they talking about?
When
What are they talking about?
Dame Dollar Peekaboo freestyle.
Yeah. Thoughts, fellas?
I mean, she wasn't awful.
Right.
Would
you hear that and then expect like multiple independent people on the timeline to be like, yo,
only because she's with Dame. I think
he smoked her.
He did.
I know, but I don't think people would be talking about it if there wasn't a Dame verse
for sure
involved. Because I feel like whenever Dame raps, whether especially over a freestyle specifically, people go and listen.
There you go.
Yeah, I think when Dame raps specifically, like freestyles, of course, I think people tend to go and listen. I mean, it was cool. This isn't a freestyle on her. Now, to speak to her, like this isn't something I would hear from her, and I'm gonna go rushing to see what the rest of her discography is sounding like or anything.
Yeah.
I can see how this collab probably came to be. I mean, you know, he's back in Portland. Mm-hmm. She's a local rapper on her way up, obviously.
I do want to mention
a good look.
This isn't their first collab. Like they've collabed on other stuff. It seems.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I could definitely see why. Where do you feel like the Plant accusations come about? Like, who do you see retweeting this? Like, what media outlets are they? Small, local?
They're not. They're not small or local. All right, fuck it. So I saw Low Key post it from Apple Music. I saw Mickey Fax post it. Mickey Fax is a big rapper. He actually just shout out to Mickey Fax. He just Mickey Fax and I actually got into a back and forth about it on Twitter.
He did.
My cousin's his producer.
I did see that.
Because and again, it wasn't no disrespect.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yo, look at the man, it's a small ass world.
Small world. But again, it wasn't no disrespect to Mickey. It was just, why are y'all all pushing this shit? This shit is weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't even, again, I don't think Shorty is whack. I just don't understand to me, it should take more to get a retweet out of you when you know you have an audience
and a
of
voice,
people.
yeah, like with
and a voice. You're a tastemaker in the culture. It should take more than some Apollo Showtime at the Apollo level white girl bars to get you out your seat and you want to retweet and promote. Because to me, that's promotion. So whatever she got going on, that's what you want, right?
I think the problem is that we've been too accepting to some of these white girl rappers recently. What was the girl?
Georgiana. Hey.
Yeah, I think when we hyped her up, not when we specifically, but I think when she got all of her hype, it kind of set a bar. And this girl is clearly like a better rapper, technically, lyrically, and all of that than Georgiana. So
I don't be caring about shit. Like, honest, that's the thing.
But I feel like that's what people do, though. They do the same thing with white rappers. They see a white rapper, what's the first thing they do? Compare him to another white rapper.
Yeah, for sure.
So by comparison, it's like, all right, we're going to lift this person up because we don't have any poppin' female white rappers right now. And let's just push the button on this one.
I was going to say that she kind of does remind me of like of a female Jack Harlow. I was going to say that.
I can see that.
So it's for the comparing to another white rapper thing.
The back and forth between me and Mickey Fax was basically in the conversation was what I said to Mickey Fax, and again, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but you know, standing that.
Yeah.
I said, this shit is ass. And you niggas ruin this shit is ass, and you niggas ruin your credibility co-signing this cosplaying bullshit. Back to the cosplaying conversation, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He says, what makes it ass? So I said, she needs to tell her story and not ours. The black scent needs to go. He responded with, what black story is she telling? So I sent him a video of an Atlanta female rapper by the name of Anicia. And Anicia, I don't know if y'all heard of that. She was down with Concrete, Lil Yachty.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
If you listen to Anicia, Wynn sounds, again, technically Wynn is a good rapper. That accent, she sounds like she's a black girl from Atlanta. And it doesn't make sense for a white girl from Seattle. First of all, Dame he lives in Portland, he's from Oakland. Why are their accents so different? We always have this conversation about black scents because the black scent doesn't sound like it's from a particular place. It's an amalgamation of a bunch of different accents that you've heard on TV or movies or whatever because it's not a natural thing to you. So, we talked about it with Aquafina. We talked about it with a bunch of different, non-black artists and creatives who use these black scents to kind of take off and then they transition into something else. To me, whether she's good or not is secondary to the fact that she's cosplaying a black girl when she raps. Now, what I just sent to Tren is another white female rapper. She's from Michigan. To me, what she is doing is what I would consider ethical white girl rapping. That's how I would phrase it. Ethical white girl raps.
After we listen to this, I gotta talk to you about something. But yeah, keep going.
Sure,
keep going.
So no, let's just play it, and if y'all can spot to me the difference in how these two artists are being presented.
Claire always knew that I would be the best. Making moves with the money, you can keep the rest. Titties sitting up like the teacher's pet. Put the chain on him, it's a treasure chest. Got these bitches shook like a Etch-a-Sketch. We're not doing 69, how we neck and neck. Made 100, haven't even had breakfast yet. Bitch, what we doing here? I'm swimming in the money, I need scuba gear. What'd you do this year? I took a trip to Belize to get a souvenir. I'm whiter than some souvenirs. Everywhere I go, they're staring at my ass. Grown women still have my parents on my ass. Keep your boyfriend, I'm not caring about his ass. Never been a Karen, only thing I'm caring about is cash. Writing bars while I'm blowing out exotic. That white girl dope is ironic. Mixing the tequila with the tonic. Red bottoms running to the money like Sonic. Sunrise, sunset, bitch, I'm doing yoga. Working till the sunset, gotta meet my quota. I'm from Michigan, we say pop, not soda. About to pull over, get top in the Rover. Flow harder than my dick if I had one.
All right, can we stop? I'm not. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm
line.
listening to Win before I'm listening to her. I'm sorry.
But why is that?
It's flavor in Win.
Where'd the flavor come from?
Flavor or flavor?
Flavor.
Flavor.
I did appreciate that she wasn't trying to force like a too much of a black scent. Where she wasn't trying to do the whole, LA talking like she's from LA, like with the whole what you talking about? We talking about now. What they talking about? She was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Yeah.
This is a white girl over a Detroit beat. There's never any mistake about it.
Absolutely.
That's who she is.
Everything rhymes, but it's ass.
She has some 5 bars in there. Listen, she has the ability
rhyme.
to rhyme. Yeah. She has the ability
But
to
there's
rhyme.
no delivery.
If somebody else said these bars, it might be fire sound. Well, not these bars specifically. It feels like there is nobody else in the rap game currently that could get these bars off.
Jack Harlow.
But I think that's kind of the point. Is tell your story.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
She said, everywhere I go, they're staring at my ass. Grown woman still got my parents on my ass. Like, that is great white people bars, bro.
Yeah.
That's good white people bars. I'm sorry. I again, everyone
Nobody bumping that
deserves
shit.
white people. I think everyone deserves to contribute to hip hop. We had this conversation before, right? I don't think hip hop should be an exclusively black thing, but I don't think that if you're going to do hip hop, you got to sound black. I don't think that.
You gotta sound unique.
I think you
to have your own stories to tell.
have your own thing.
Yeah.
You are your own person. I'm on subreddits for like songwriters or like making hip hop, and a lot of white people will come in those channels, come on those posts, and say, "I sound corny when I rap. I don't sound like my favorite rapper. I don't. Well, how come I can't get the?" And what they're asking.
This nigga gets an axe, and here he goes. Now,
What they're asking for is basically permission to sound black, because they can't hear it. They don't have the confidence, the security in themselves and their delivery to sound like themselves and make their own music. Even Jack Harlow, I don't think has ever tried to sound black. And I think that's been a part of the thing that made him, pop.
He always wanted to sound like
he's
a white dude from Kentucky.
He sounded like a white dude from Kentucky. That's what white dudes from Kentucky sound like. You know what I mean? So again, it's not exclusive. If you're a good rapper, because when is a good rapper, but you're doing a black scent, I'm gonna think you're ass. That's just me. If you're doing that and you like, there's white rappers. Millie's is a white rapper that really sounds like he talks. You know what I mean? And we talk about Alchemist all the time. Alchemist is a white dude from where's Alchemist from? I can't remember.
I thought he's not from New York.
No, he's from California or some shit like that.
Alchemist is from Beverly Hills.
Yeah, he's from Beverly Hills.
Damn.
Yeah. But he makes some of the grittiest hip hop music you ever heard in your fucking life. It's not about being black
Is that his
or white.
story? How can he make New York sounding gritty hip hop beats if that's not what he grew up on? If that's not it wasn't his life.
He's a producer, so I think it's slightly different. Because that's what he's sampling. That's the word. First of all, he created that sound.
That's what he's good at.
It wasn't like someone else was doing it and then he took it.
And he started rapping.
He created that sound.
Didn't he start before he was like producing? Didn't he he was rapping before?
He was a rapper. He was making his.
I'm sure he was always making his own beats.
What's the white boys?
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Nah, they were sounding like I don't know why I want to say Kid and Play, but they were sounding like
I get what you mean. That early
young
90s,
white
like that.
They were sounding like that. They were sounding like Backstreet Boys. Like he was sounding.
Oh, well, you talking about like New Kids on the Block?
New Kids, one of them
like
shits. But he was sounding like he was rapping like.
Oh, Vanilla Ice.
Nah, they were just sounding like white dudes that were rapping at that time.
Beastie Boys?
Right.
Beastie Boys. That's what I'm thinking about. Not
Beastie
Backstreet Boys.
Boys,
Fuck,
that's
it's
it.
too many boys.
Beastie Boys. Yeah.
Beastie Boys.
Not enough men.
Yeah. Beastie Boys. That's what it was. That's what he was sounding like on them songs that he first started rapping, you know. And then he got into beats, and that was kind of what he was good at.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, because I feel like this happened with and I want to just kind of be the voice of the people here, because this happened even with your critique of E.J. Jones, right? A lot of people said that he really talks like that. You know, he really does like have that like how can you call it a cosplay if you don't even really know who this person is? Like, you just have this song to listen to. So,
Wynn is from Lake Oswego, Oregon. Her mother was an attorney. Her father was an investment manager. She was also raised in Lake Oswego, where she called very white and very separated.
Interesting.
What does that mean?
So probably raised by the internet. Just, you know.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily think it was the things around her that made her talk like this as much as the things that she chose to watch online.
Yeah.
Now,
so because I was totally with you until I looked up where she was from and the things she said about where she's from. She started rapping in 2016 in Portland.
So I wanna kind of land on it though and say that she might, if she was raised by the internet, right? And she maybe doesn't align with, maybe her story isn't the story that she wanted for herself. You don't always get to control that. It's a sad reality, but you don't always get to control that. Maybe making art isn't this outlet for you to get it out, but genuinely, maybe that's genuine, that is just who she grew up to be. You know, like we never been in the room with this girl. We don't know how she really talks. You know, we really don't know if this person that she's become isn't her story. I know that's where she grew up and stuff like that, but like, how do we know that she wasn't out here like kind of isolating herself from her family? I really don't know. Yeah. Like, we really don't know. And I feel like it's harder to tell. I don't care enough to do that research into it, you know, but I'm not going to say that there's no type of reality where she isn't kind of being raised, being herself or being like in this way. The same thing with Georgiana. Listen, there's some songs I like by Georgiana, you know. There are some songs I like by
Shame.
There are some shame me all you want. There are some songs I like by Georgiana. But it's mostly just because of like how she hops over like different types of productions. Like, she hopped over a bossa nova beat. I like that shit a lot. It was really good to me. Stupid as hell, but it was a really great song to me.
So I'll give it I understand that some people are posers. I think what we have to be able to do is call it what it is. I don't mind if you get your money posing. Like, again, we code switch at work, right? I know I do. You know, when you're talking to your boss, you don't talk to your boss like you talk to your homies. It just like it's what you do. But my first thought is, as it relates to art, is art has to be your most authentic self, or it's a product. That's the bottom line. So if you're making art to be your most authentic self, you have to come to terms with who you are. It's a lot of people out here creating art and don't even know themselves. You're right? But we just showed love to one of the greatest artists of all time for being his full self at all times. Secondly, when it comes to particularly black music, right, and music that is being consumed by black people, you got to make sure that you are showing respect to the art form and in the you can't be in the way. I'm sorry, you just can't be in the way. There's a black girl from Portland or from Oregon that should be on a song with Dame Dollar. That isn't because Wynn, whose mother was an investment banker and father was a whatever, has the resources and the access to get to a multi-million-dollar basketball player and rapper like him. And again,
You think they
all
support?
of this would.
You think they supporting her career choice?
I think yes.
Despite her parents telling her she could drop out of college after witnessing her success as a rapper during her first year, she stayed to do her classes about social justice. After graduating, she moved to Portland, so her family was loving and supporting.
Pretty convenient. Just listen again.
I have no more horses in this race.
Here's the thing. It wouldn't even be a big deal to me if it was ground built. You know what I mean? If it was just like an organic thing. But the push, the media push of, yo, this shit is hot. The shit ain't that hot, bro. Make the shit hot.
I can admit that is weird. And not for nothing, bro. You might be stepping on somebody's young white avatar.
Could be, for sure.
This clearly feels like, let's push her up.
It could be that.
She's young, white, kind of fine. Let's push her up and take everybody, the optics, everybody that's on her. Let's bring people with her. I don't know. It might be.
Listen, you're 100% right.
You're stepping on the product.
I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing but the best for Win. Shout out to Claire Siobhan.
Yeah, don't step on the white. Man.
Yeah, can't step on it, man. But shout out to them. I wish white girls were in bands again, man. Like, what we gonna do when Haley Williams is gone? Which one of you bitches is gonna replace Haley Williams?
Dropped an album, by the way, really good. Also, another white person that I don't know if she's white or Spanish. Maria from the Marias, she dropped an album, really good, really good.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know Maria? You know the Marias? They're really great.
Shout out to every Maria out there.
Yeah, shout out to every single Maria.
Every Maria.
Every single one of them.
All the Marias. But I do want to say hi, thoughts and prayers for Win, because the last time you brought up an artist that you thought was not telling their story and that you did not want to hear from her anymore, she died. So I do want to just give thoughts and prayers to Win, because the hot curse might go 2 for 2.
What?
Yeah. I'll believe it if applicable, but
who did I do that to? Oh shit, I did do that.
Yeah.
Now
that I said it, I'm gonna believe it.
But I did say that.
But it is very convenient that she was doing fine.
I don't think that's what's going on.
Reviewed her music.
Yo, come on. Come on, man. Damn. I forgot I did. Yeah, I did do that.
I'm just saying. If this happens again, you can't review no more music.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get up off it.
You can't review no more music. I'm sorry. Because it's gonna be traced back to you. And you just bought the axe, you're done, bro. You're done.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sasha Sharp in here, huh?
Anyway, are we done with any more music? More white music. Tame Impala's back, coming out with an album tomorrow.
I did see that.
Oh,
I'm listening to that.
Listen to that.
Yeah, shout out to Tame Impala.
I know we touched on, what's it called? What's it called again when niggas die and they drop an album?
Posthumous,
yeah.
Posthumous. I know we talked about posthumous albums before. I'm not sure if you saw Mobb Deep dropped an album last week. There's a couple good songs on there. I see a lot of Alchemist production. Clips is on there. Georgia Smith, Nas, Big Noid, Raekwon, Ghostface. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to the whole thing yet, but I'm more than halfway through, and it's a good listen.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this Mobb Deep album. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You kind of forget the album. The songs are so well put together that you kind of forget that Prodigy is no longer with us. These songs sound,
when I was listening. I'm not gonna hold you.
These songs sound so fresh, and they sound so just like this is. I don't. You always ask yourself how much of this was the artist like input, and how much of this was like just like a demo that they didn't get a chance to finish and all that stuff. To me, it felt like this was always the intention. It genuinely did. I have favorite records. Again, like you said, Alchemist put some fucking slappers on this album. Gunfire is incredible. I'm not even reading the list. I'm just remembering the songs. Yeah. The Georgia Smith record, Down For You, I think it's called.
Yep.
Just beautiful, man. Prodigy just, he's cold. He's always been that cold. And the issue I've always had with Prodigy with some of his personal stuff is I think he picks bad beats. When he's not with Havoc, I think the beats are very lackluster because he likes a very dark, gritty sound, but he loses the musicality. So the music kind of just becomes boring. And he loves him a 6 to 7 minute song of raps. And it's just, again, when the beat is that kind of dreary and, you know, he's got this monotone tone, I just don't think it's that exciting. But Alchemist and Havoc absolutely did an amazing job of putting incredible production around these Prodigy songs, these Prodigy verses. The Big Noise song I didn't really like. I think it's called like Mob something with the
M
mob.
to the M to the O to the B to the B.
Yeah.
It was like the Diddy sample or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am the O.
I didn't like that
The
record.
B is Mob D.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't like that shit at all. But the rest
Read
of
the
the
room.
rest of it.
For real.
Read the room, y'all.
Yeah.
It's
you
an
know
old
what I'm saying?
song, man. I mean, maybe it's almost before all
Yeah,
of
but
this.
so cut it.
Yeah, cut it.
We didn't. That,
Now that we know,
that project
you know what I'm saying?
did not need that song.
It didn't at all.
It did not need
but
that.
And maybe it could have been shorter. It definitely, to me, sounded really, really good. I really appreciated the album. I had a lot of fun listening to it. I've listened to it a few more times. One more. I think it was called Crack the Henny, or what was this record called? Something about the Henny, Pop the Henny, or something to that effect.
Is Nas on it?
Yeah, with Nas on it.
Naturally.
But honestly, that song really got to me because it was definitely like the verse that, you know, Havoc put on there. First of all, Prodigy is talking about, you know, anytime an artist talks about passing away and you get that record, and Pour the Henny, I think is the name of the song. But yeah, anytime you get an artist talking about what to do when they die or how they're fine with the way their life turned out, and they pass away, and then it's the first time you hear it, it's always going to affect you differently. But Havoc waxed poetic about his relationship with Prodigy. Nas put a great verse on there, just kind of, you know, because Nas and Prodigy have had issues in the past. You know what I mean? Like, they're both from Queensbridge, and they've had negative things to say about one another. Prodigy was in the midst of that Nas and Jay-Z beef, by the way. So it's always been like a thing. But it was really, really emotional to hear them get that vulnerable about their friend and hear Prodigy almost eulogize himself. It was really incredible. So that's probably my favorite record on the project. Again, it's just a really, really solid project, and for a posthumous album, just that's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Are we gonna review our guy Kyle?
Oh yeah, Todd. That's what I was telling you. Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
we got to do it. We got to do
definitely
it.
listen to the Kyle album.
I was saying we got to do that. I'm glad you. I knew I should have asked you, Dame, because I knew you'd know. But yeah, we definitely that's past due. We got to release.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Yeah. Somebody.
So if you so you guys know we're a fan of this guy. If you're one of our cousins, one of our patrons, if you happen to watch the full, I don't remember which episode it was. Was it the most recent one? Or the one, or is it episode 3
of the feud?
I think it was episode 3. Yeah. Where I was playing it.
Yeah.
Where you guys were doing the listicle.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a special artist out of New York. You probably seen him already all over social media performing the same song in different locations, inside, outside. The most decent man on the internet. Our guy Kyle. What's his full name?
Bethel. Kyle Bethel.
Kyle Bethel. You probably heard the original City of Demons. I'm a decent man from a city of demons. Niggas be scheming. Niggas be shooting.
They do.
Senseless violence. You already know.
So many reasons.
So many reasons. So he did end up dropping his brand new, I don't know if it's an album or EP called That Real 3. 10 songs, about 30 minutes of bops on there. But the one that everybody is tuning into is City of Demons 2.
Yeah. I wish he dropped. I thought he had a video for it, but I think it's just the audio.
There's too much like different sounds and vibes going on in this one song to really captivate it in one video. Yeah. I'm sure he has like 15 reels loaded up in 15 different locations of him performing this song. Which, I mean, you could just make a music video out of that if you wanted to. But hey, I'm sure this guy knows what he's doing. He's a decent man with a decent vision.
All right, so I'm gonna cue it up. City of Demons too.
Let's get some of that.
Yeah. Shout out Kyle Bethel. Where's he from again? Y'all know where he's from again?
Brooklyn. Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
If you know, you know. I'm a decent man from the city of demons. Niggas be scheming, niggas be shooting. Senseless violence, really so many reasons. Mental health reasons, financial reasons. To be real, shouldn't love the city. But I love the city.
Whoa.
To be real, shouldn't love the city. But I love the city. The decent man from the city.
Hey.
Should be the king of it, really. I mean, he don't diddy. That nigga was just too freaky, too demonic. Need new heroes, maybe me. Still getting deli heroes. Chopped cheeses with good smell. I chop it up with those feeling hell from mental health issues they got. Met some cuz part 1 was hot.
Yep.
And from part 1, love I got.
Yes, he did.
From Doja Cat at Fame, I got a shot. I started to get that dog in me.
Ooh.
Less shit started to bother me, regarding me. Feel it in my arteries. NYC will be proud of me. It's a part of me. NYC will be proud of me.
You proud of him,
part of me.
How'd you proud of him?
This is his story. Let's get it.
I'm a decent man from the city of demons. Niggas be scheming, niggas be shooting. Senseless violence, really so
Yo, I don't know who jumped in and fixed up this beat for him.
Financial reasons to be
good on
real,
you.
shouldn't love this city, but I love this city.
Whoa.
To be real, shouldn't love this city. From a city I love.
Ooh, bust it down.
For so many reasons. A city I shouldn't love. For so many reasons. From a city I love.
Yeah, slow it down, Kyle.
For so many reasons.
You don't even need no auto
A
tune.
city I shouldn't love. I know, it's no city of angels.
Let's go.
It's stressful, but I love my city for so many reasons. I'm
so many
from
reasons.
The city of demons, when niggas be scheming OD. But you know I love my city. Not all demons, there's me.
Right.
And I love my city. Like Spider-Man, I feel amazing. Cause I got people stargazing. They recognize me, feel like I made it. Still live with my mom, not that famous, but was posting on Reddit. Damn it, for my city, I'ma do damage. At the same time, I'ma heal it. With my songs, they gon' feel it. Like New Yorkers feel like a slice. Gromoli's one spot I like. Ideas light up like my city's lights. Inspired by my city's lights. But like, there's problems they got. The rats, they eating the rot. Scheming niggas, stay with the plots.
Yo, this
Can a
nigga
decent man
fills
get a
up the
spot?
page,
Why do I
bro.
love the city a lot?
He kept
Niggas
going.
ready to shoot for missing their stop. On the bus for first time I busted.
Ready to shoot
And a
for
woman
missing
so
their
busty I
stop.
trusted. It was here where I cried tears. Cause I didn't fit with my peers. But that made me me. Who they ain't me. And I'm no Franklin Saint. Not a demon, but for financial reasons. My raps will have them fiending. I'm trying to make something happen for Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten, Manhattan. I'm
The
trying to
city.
make something happen for Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten,
Let's go, Big Kyle.
I know it's no city of angels. Sometimes being here stressful, but I love my city for so many reasons. I'm from the city of demons, when niggas be scheming OD. But you know I love my city. Not all demons, there's me, and I love my city.
Kyle motherfucking Bethel.
Bethel, nigga.
Let me tell you something. That's that
Bethel
real.
with the bezel.
You know it. That's that real. And I can tell you one thing for sure.
Two things for certain.
even AI gotta practice cloning Kyle Bethel.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
They'll never get it.
Absolutely.
That's an original right there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was a little nervous before I heard the song at first of him doing a City of Demons 2 because there's just so much pressure to live up to the classic. And not only did he live up to it, I think he surpassed it. He changed up the sound. He changed up the cadence. He started singing, flexing the vocals. I mean, you're right, T. He should have dropped a video with us.
Yeah.
Because it's totally different. Even the original beat, it sounds a whole lot cleaner. I don't know what engineer went in there and cleaned it up for him, but
yeah.
This is how you follow up a hit.
Yeah, he's getting better, dog.
This is how you do it.
He's getting better.
No features or nothing, bro. Yeah. You would have thought like, oh, let me get Fabio or let me get A Boogie or let me get a little TJ to hop in. No, just me. That's all I need.
Who they ain't me.
Yeah, and I could tell. And listen, the other part to me, that kind of makes it special is again, he's talking from such a, obviously there's issues with the technical side from the rapping side, right? But his perspective is very much uniquely his, and regardless of how it may be presented, there's no like, what's the word I'm looking for? The presentation is not the part. The most important part is that he's getting the music out the way he wants it. You know what I mean? And to me,
for so many reasons.
And honestly, bro, the shit is really fucking good.
It is.
That beat is incredible.
It is. And honestly, there's so many people that don't want to like it, but can't get it out of their heads. That's saying something.
It's an earworm.
Yeah,
man.
it's saying something.
Being that catchy is difficult, bro.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm telling you right now, I've heard this song like a handful of times. I already know more lines from it than I knew from like the 2 songs that we already listened to today.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I tell you, man, it's something about it, man. But shout out to Kyle Bethel
that shit.
in his project. Go run that up, man. Go run that up. Listen, tell him we sent you.
That real 3.
Tell him we sent you. Tell him we sent you.
Hey man, I wanna actually ask you first about your anime journey.
Yes.
I know you've spoken about it briefly before in the past, but you want to tell us what any shows you've been watching?
All right, man. So, typically when I fall in love with something or when I really want to get into like watching new content, I want to go back to the source. So I decided I was going to go back and watch what people probably deem as one of the big three animes, right? And I'm surprised I haven't heard so much about it, like in terms of like plot line. But I've been watching Bleach, man. And I've really been enjoying it. Like from episode 1, I was like, yo, this shit is dope. And I'm surprised that nobody like took a look at the things that I enjoy, because I've already compared it to other art that I enjoy. And I'm like, yeah, I like all this other shit that it reminds me of. And I'm like, this is dope. I'm really enjoying it. I'm watching along with a friend, so I'm kind of like creeping through, but I've already met like a lot of the main characters of the show, and I have no idea how I haven't heard anything about this plot, because if I did, I probably would have watched it sooner. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, in terms of like generations of big threes, whether it's the now generation would be like fucking what was it, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, My Hero, depending on who you ask. Back then it was Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece. So, there's generations of this shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like out of all the big threes, this is probably the one that gets talked about the least of all of them. It has its iconic characters that people talk about, but you never see like on the timeline be like, oh yeah, you remember when Ichigo did this or anything like that. Like it's very much kind of forgotten, like the third cousin of the big three. Like how they do like the 3-headed monsters, and it's like the 2 serious ones and the goofy one on the side.
Goofy, yeah.
They treat Bleach like that goofy one on the side all the time, and I don't get me wrong, I haven't completed Bleach.
Yeah, you told me.
So I can't go to bat for it. or I'm happy you can now be the spokesperson for it and talk about its greatness, because I appreciate it and I respect it as an icon. I just haven't been able to watch it yet. Same thing with One Piece, it just shows that I'm not able to get to sometimes.
Yeah, One Piece is kind of crazy though. I do appreciate that it's within my wheelhouse of like how long I'm willing to binge. 366 episodes, I can do that. 1,000 plus, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like adjust, like how many things I prioritize. Even with Naruto, when I eventually get to that, I'm gonna have to look to my peoples and say, all right, how much of this do I actually not need to watch?
There's websites that make it pretty, that clear it up for you pretty easily on like what you should skip and what you shouldn't skip.
Shout them out. Shout those websites out, because I be definitely like.
Honestly, if you just look up Naruto filler,
you might even find that shit on Reddit somewhere.
Yeah.
Guide. Anime filler list. That's the name of the website. Animefillerlist.com. That's the website that I used when I was watching it. The website that I used when Leslie was watching it for the first time. And I always think, if you're trying to binge through the show, go ahead and go on that website and do what you want to do. But I feel like after you're done watching the entire series, if you've definitely enjoyed it and you feel like you want more content, go back and watch some of those old filler episodes, because a lot of them are fun. They don't really affect the storyline too much. Some of them are like their own little mini arcs, in between the big arcs of the canon arcs of the story. And some of them are really good. Some of them are worth watching. Some of them are funny. Some of them are wholesome. You're always going to come away feeling something. Yeah. But for the most part, you're not going to feel like you wasted your time.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Like, after you finish the shows, like, did you like it enough to be like, I'm going to go back and watch this filler? So I'm glad you cleared that up. Another thing that I wanted to say is that I feel like subconsciously my algorithm has been leading me to Bleach, because I'm watching it, I'm realizing that a lot of like the music, a lot of like the jokes, a lot of like the like certain things that are tied around the show, I've already seen in like other types of media. Like, I've heard some of the songs be trending on TikTok before I even knew that this song was from Bleach. Same thing happened with Hunter x Hunter, but before I watched it, like I heard like the song, like the drama type song that they would hear, that you hear, like that was like trending for a minute, and before I knew it was from that show, and then I heard it, and I was like, wait, that's the song. So I'm liking that. I'm kind of familiar with these moments, and I started watching this show because I saw a clip on like one of these reels or something of that, and it was one of the characters. I think it might be in the follow-up shows. I think it's 1,000 Year War, which is like the spin-off show, or the second part of the show that they had for Bleach. But it was a person like saying an ability, and it sounded really cool, and I was like, damn, just a look into my head of how I get into certain things. I was like, I want to witness that moment in real time, just to be like, that's the moment right there. I will binge watch a whole show just for that one moment, just for that one moment. It's like listening to a song for that one part of the song times 1,000. I'm going to watch 300 episodes of a show just to get to this one moment, even if it's at the end. So yeah, I'm heavily enjoying myself. And after this, I need a list, because I need to, with me, when I finish shows, there's definitely a void. So I'm going to want to bounce to something new as soon as I finish.
Well, now is a great time to be an anime fan, because a lot of people's favorite animes are currently coming back. As of recently, in these last few weeks, we've had One Punch Man, Spy Family, and My Hero Academia all come back. If you're going to go watch, if you want to binge something that you can kind of complete and catch up with pretty fast, I would say One Punch Man and Spy Family are both ones that you can kind of get through pretty quick. One Punch Man has been out for a while. It's been out for a pretty long time. I know you've definitely heard the name, but it's been literally 5 years since their last season.
Yeah, I think I watched, how many seasons are there? Because I think I watched like the first 2 seasons.
That's it. There's 2, so you're already caught up. So,
yeah, damn. They're only on season 3? Like, they're dropping it now?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Exactly. But I'm pretty sure there was even a long break even after the first season, which is why there's always so much hype when the show comes back around. Because it's such a great show. It's a popular show that doesn't take itself too serious. But at the same time, you get the same quality as you would watching one of these, bigger animes like Jujutsu Kaisen or something like that. So One Punch Man, definitely something worth watching. Definitely worth rewatching if you plan on watching season 3, because we know it's been a long ass time. Spy Family, if you're a little bit more into the more wholesome comedy type of stuff, but there's a little bit of badass action every now and then here and there. They had a movie that came out recently, earlier this year or last year, I forgot. But their new season is out. They only have like 2 episodes out right now. Good vibes, good watching. According to some people I read online, they're adapting the best part of the manga this season. So fingers crossed that we get some hype. And then My Hero Academia is also coming back after a long hiatus and a long cliffhanger that Leslie claims that she does not remember watching. So now we have to rewatch over again.
There you go.
And yep, so I'm rewatching it, and I'm looking forward to it. My Hero, I think I talked about it last year on the pod, too. Its last season really got me in the feels a lot of the time. I think it was like a 3-episode stretch where I was like, yo, this anime is kicking my ass.
Yeah, I think you said
now.
you definitely teared up. Like, you definitely were, like, emotional.
Yeah.
I remember you told me. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
So My Hero is definitely another great watch, especially when you get to those later seasons and you really start to feel. And then even coming up in this winter, in January, we have one of my more recent favorite animes, Free Run, coming back for its season 2. Hell's Paradise is finally coming back for its season 2. I've been looking forward to that for a few years now as well. Jujutsu Kaisen, everybody's favorite anime, is finally coming back. And it's going to be some fucking hype because they left off on some crazy shit last time. And Fire Force, I think it's coming back for its season 2 or I think it's 3 actually. That's another show I couldn't really get into. It's just niggas, firefighters fighting demons or something like that. Something along those lines. I'm probably wrong, but I'm sorry. I can't get into firefighter animes.
Firefighter anime. Damn. I mean, listen, I love that anime will take like a subject that might not be that interesting and give it some sort of new life.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, an anime about what's that one swimming anime? You know what I'm talking about?
The swimming.
Janine cosplays.
Yeah, Janine be first. No, is it first swim? First adult swim? First lap? First.
What's the name of that swimming anime?
I forgot.
Sorry, my cousin's here. He's a big anime head, and I feel like he would know, but I guess he don't know. But yeah, I have a friend who's and what's because Janine be doing hella cosplays and stuff like that, which is cool. Which get me into certain things.
Shout out Janine.
Yeah, shout out to Janine. What else have I wanted? Oh, there's a show that we almost watched before we started potting. It just came out. What's it called? Level 99. No, was it level? Sorry, we just looked it up. I think it's called My Gift Level 9,999 Unlimited Gotcha. It just came out.
Hold on, never heard of that.
It's only 2 episodes or something like that out right now.
It's a new show.
It's a new show.
Oh no, never heard of it.
It's a new show that my cousin we were gonna try and watch it, but we didn't have time. I might try to watch it when we get off of here, but
Hey man, the anime space is very, very saturated right now in the best way because there's a lot of quality shit out right now. So I feel like for anybody, if you're looking for a shonen, if you're looking for more drama, if you're looking for a mystery, if you're looking for fucking some horny shit, there's something out there for everybody.
One day I'll tell you the story. One day I'll tell the pod the story because you already know the story about Shawty on the cruise getting us to watch probably the horniest anime I've ever seen in my life.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I didn't love it, but I was.
but I watched.
but I watched. Yeah, talk about doing stuff for the hoes, man. Anyway, I wanted to talk about any more anime news before I get into my question for y'all. My general question.
Nope, that's basically it right now. Okay. Just, if you're anime head, you're eating right now.
Yeah. Comic-Con just happened over the weekend. And let's say New York Comic-Con, right? Because they have multiple different types of Comic-Cons, right?
Yeah.
So
the real Comic-Con is actually San Francisco Comic-Con, apparently.
Yeah. So I'll say
San Fran,
New York Comic-Con. That happened. And I've seen a lot of great things. One of my really great friends did a cool cosplay of a Lae'zel from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if y'all know about Baldur's Gate, but love that fucking game. Probably my game of the decade. You know, like I'm already gonna replay it with some friends soon when I finish another run of one of those types of turn-based co-op adventure games. But thought that was really cool. And I wanted to ask y'all, one, how many Comic-Cons you've been to, or if you have, you know, any type of desire to go to one, and what's the craziest thing and most adventurous cosplay that you'd want to try doing? Like, take out all the logistics. Just you're gonna like, if you have unlimited funds, you want to pull this off. You want to pull off this cosplay. What are you doing? I can start if y'all need time to think, because
go for it.
So, as you know, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. Shout out Square Enix. Shout out to the person that commented on my Square Enix mug. You know, thank you. I do know ball. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't remember your name right now, but shout out to you. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. Final Fantasy X being my favorite game probably of all time. I would really want to pull off a Kamari cosplay. Let me pull him up just so y'all can get a sense of who he is. I mean, Hot, I know you played the game, but damn, I want to give you a sense of who this guy is. He's like pretty much like a warrior. It would require a lot. But the most thing that it would require is to make myself kind of look like a lion and be blue. So that would be hard. This is who Kamari is. He's kind of like a warrior. He kind of looks like a lion. He has a horn.
I think it wants to be a furry.
Yeah. with a horn on top.
I think it wants to be a cat, bro.
I thought this was gonna be a
blue cat.
I thought this was gonna be a really cool conversation. I thought this was a safe space. Anyway, I've looked up cosplays of him. Apparently, it's really hard because it's some of the worst cosplays I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, if I could pull that off, I'd love to do that. So, yeah, y'all share y'all's. Come on, nigga.
Yeah, pretty much the same shit. Just like a little bit more tough. Like,
nigga with a sword, yeah.
He has a spear.
With a spear, sorry.
That's, yeah, my fault. Thanks for clearing that up.
Fuck y'all, man.
Nah, man, we respect it. Whatever you know.
No.
Whatever you into.
No.
Well, to answer your first question, I've never been to an official Comic-Con. I've been to anime conventions and smaller superhero conventions or comic conventions or stuff like that, but never an official Comic-Con. I've always wanted to go to the San Diego one specifically. In my opinion, that's, I think, the one that to go to. That's where I feel like they always have the big events, the big announcements, and some of the more doper cosplays. I'm really big into cosplay, not into doing cosplays, but into seeing competitions and stuff. Whenever we do the anime conventions, we always pop out the contest and see what the best are. The best are.
Yeah.
If I had unlimited funds and I could pull something off, I'd probably want to do like a Jon Stewart Green Lantern, and you know, have a
hologram,
not a working ring,
yeah,
but yeah, like a hologram ring, and I can make whatever appear that's like, you know, through my little selection screen and make it a pop up appear in front of me. I think that's
type
pretty
a prompt
fire.
into your ring or some shit like that, and it could pop up on your like as an image or like a real.
Yeah,
that'd be.
Mm-hmm. And I can pull off that old Jon Stewart look, you know, where he's bald. So I got it.
I'd probably do something from Mass Effect. You know,
Y'all too cool, man. Y'all get to make fun of me because of my fucking big cat. but y'all, come on, think bigger, man. Like unlimited funds. Unlimited funds.
Hey, man, hologram ring ain't easy.
You can be whatever you want. Like out of this world. It doesn't have to be somebody that you already kind of look like. It can be whatever you want.
Honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Again, y'all know that I've played not Elden Ring, Skyrim, Yeah, I play RPGs all the time. I'm always a human, bro. I have no desire to be a fucking cat or a fucking. I just don't, bro. I don't want to be a lizard or I don't. I think it's not that I think it's weird, but like the what is the lizard creature on? What's the lizard creature called on Skyrim?
I don't know.
Like who would pick that? Like why would you want to be that?
Okay.
I'm not judging you. I'm just talking about that particular thing. I just couldn't. I don't know, bro. I don't. I just don't want to be nothing but a nigga. Like I'm sorry. I have played full my careers as a woman in the WNBA.
Forget it.
Amazing.
Forget it. Forget I said anything. Damon, thank you for your input. I was just trying to get like, all right, how about this? What's the best cosplay you've seen then?
I've seen somebody do a legit Gundam.
Love it.
Like legit. Like that nigga had rockets he could have killed us with.
That's a lot.
That's hard.
Where'd you get those from? North Korea?
He was good. I don't know how he was able to fucking stand there for so long. Must have had like a inner ventilation system or something like that. But yeah, that's probably one of the more impressive ones I've ever seen.
Mine is always the people that do the fire Iron Man suits. Like, you know, with the one that actually changes your voice and like, you know, the mask that goes up.
Jarvis.
Yeah, but they just bought
Jarvis,
those
jerk me
mostly.
What? Oh my lord!
That nigga was reaching for something. So I'm gonna make fun of these niggas somehow.
Yeah, nice. Got to get one off. I get it. I respect it.
Jarvis,
Sure.
Jarvis.
That's what you got.
Right.
The masturbation jokes go. Just to get them.
Sorry. No, but yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of cool Hades cosplays. They probably already have been, but I feel like Hades too, bro.
I can see that.
Has so many people that like would be fire
They're
as
just way
cosplays.
too sexy.
Goodness gracious, everybody in that game is sexy. What the fuck were they doing? Drawing everybody.
Yo, any Aphrodite cosplayers out there?
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you tag me.
Son. Everybody gets something. This cosplay's for everybody in that game. Everybody. So
Yeah, even Dora.
Yeah, even Dora.
Smash.
Yeah. Find some emo girl to dye her hair green and shit like that. Have a little attitude. Something good. Anything else? I don't know if I have anything else. Let me look at my list.
No, but I just wanted to ask y'all. This is kind of an offshoot, not about anything particular. Everybody has like conspiracies, right?
Yes.
But do y'all ever got that? Do y'all have a friend that's like all the conspiracies that are just like into
Like
all
Dale
of them?
from King to Hill?
Yes. So
Yeah, I do.
I got a homie, loving to death. That's my brother, right? He's been going to therapy, and I'm very proud of him for going to therapy, right? So I asked him recently, I'm like, yo, bro, you've been going to therapy for a few months, you know? How's it going? Like, do you feel like you've taken anything from it? Like, how's the experience been? And he basically, he told me, he was like, yeah, it's been cool, man, but you know they keep the real help for like the $1,000 clients. I'm like,
I ain't mad, yeah.
What's that mean?
I mean, I ain't mad at him. There's probably levels to this shit for sure.
To therapy? You think it's like a Patreon tier where like you only get access to certain levels of help? Like,
it's not like physical therapy where it's like, oh yeah, you get better equipment. It's like, no, this is like I'm talking to somebody. Does she give better advice if I pay her a little bit more?
Let me ask you a question. Then why don't all therapists cost the same?
I think it's the same thing as like videographers or anything else. You price yourself where you think your market is.
But if the
not necessarily,
I'm about to say if the technology is the same. But
I think you price yourself off your clientele.
Yeah. Who you
if
trying
I
to
get
help?
one celebrity to tell me their problems, bro, I can charge whatever the fuck I want. I'm a celebrity
That's what I'm
therapist.
saying.
How's that ethical?
You can put celebrity at the beginning of everything.
How's that ethical?
I don't think it's not about it being ethical. It's just certain people, like, you know, for instance, I was listening to a show earlier today. Everyone Everyone has their market, right? But the price of that's capitalism, bro. The price of something doesn't necessarily mean that it's better, right? So I was just listening to a show where dudes say, yo, I just bought a dog. My girl talked me into buying a dog, and it was only $3,000, right? And someone, one of the other people was like, only $3,000? That's not a deal. He's like, yeah, but it could have cost $4,500, $5,000. Dogs are expensive. And it's just like, nigga, you think everyone's out here paying $3,000 for a dog? Are you like, no, that's just because you can afford $3,000 for a dog.
But wouldn't you be more?
And you wanted to be able to choose what dog you wanted.
Yeah,
wouldn't you be more?
And it wasn't even a breeder. They bought it from somebody.
Oh, okay, yeah, they got for sure. But if somebody was like, this is a purebred husky, purebred, raised
for $3,000, I gotta watch the two dogs fuck. It's like, how like you go to the lobster, the seafood place, and you pick out your lobster. That's what I want. I want the mother. I want to pick the mother and the father. For $3,000. Nah, man, we gonna get real eugenics around this motherfucker. Like I want full access to the data records.
Reminds me of a
okay?
joke I saw somebody say.
I'm not gonna hold you. To get the specific dog that I wanted, I'd probably pay $3,000 for a Shiba Inu.
For sure. Shiba Inus are beautiful dogs.
Not paying $3,000 for
a Chihuahua.
Hey.
What about? I think.
Relax.
But are you?
I think the dog was a golden doodle. Would you pay $3,000 for a golden doodle?
Absolutely.
Golden doodles sound more rare than they actually. It's because of the goldens in there. But are golden doodles actually that like the
absolutely?
Shit?
It's because
They're
of the
beautiful.
name.
We're kind of getting off track,
dogs,
but
though.
don't you know about the what's that fat ass dog that you get to
Pugs.
charge more? Are they like?
Oh,
they have like you can charge by the roll, like how fat they are.
Oh, it might be pugs. Pugs or Frenchies or something like that.
Oh yeah, French bulldogs. I think like that. Then like some rapper, I think 2 Chainz might have had. I think he had a dog, but the dog like had so much like fat, and it's like because you can cuddle them, but like you can charge by the roll of how fat they are.
God damn.
Yeah, like 10,000 a roll or some shit. But we getting off track. My question does remain though. I'm like, why does I kind of understand like where your homie is getting at, because it's like, yeah, like if I'm paying $50 for therapy, right, a session, it's like
you don't think you're getting the same level as like the $600
I am definitely curious of the niggas that's paying $500 a session.
Yeah,
like what's that like? I can't afford it, but I want to know what it's like.
I think.
Are you fucking me? Like, what's happening in there?
You get a hand job while I tell you my problem?
Yeah. Like, what's happening in there? That I can't, like, what comes with my package? Yeah. For $50.
Whatever comes with your package.
It's like you walk in there, it's like, yeah, what do you tell me what you want?
What you want me to say, big dog? Have you ever seen those posts on like Instagram or Twitter, and it's just like very clearly like somebody's like, yo, my therapist told me that that liars always get what they deserve or some stupid shit like that. You're like, bitch, yeah,
Nobody
like,
told you that.
Nobody told you that. Your therapist did not tell you that.
You read that on Tumblr.
Yeah, it was a quote. It was a little quote gift.
People say
that's where you got that from.
When the worst person that you know learns therapy terms.
Swear to God, bro.
Oh man.
My least favorite phrase in the world, right? Of course. My least favorite phrase in the world right now is narcissist. I hate.
I got one better.
The word narcissist.
Ever been called a narcissist? Have any of y'all ever been called a narcissist?
No.
I've never been called a narcissist. But nobody who's
I have.
Yeah. Nobody who's ever called someone a narcissist knows what the fuck they're talking about. No one. Absolutely no one. Nobody knows what that word means.
Bitch.
It's a ridiculous term, bro. Like it's just not realistic. People think because people are selfish that they're narcissists. That is not what the fuck it means. God damn it. It really does piss me off. Go ahead, Dane.
I don't know if I had more.
I thought you said you had a word that was
that you hate. Or like I was
Like a
talking about
therapist term
therapy,
that
the
people
worst
been
person that
saying.
you know learning therapy terms.
It wasn't a therapy term.
What's the term?
Yeah. Yeah. Not
Give it
even
to
a term,
us.
it's just a word.
All right, what's up?
Abuse.
Yo, I definitely have been accused of being an abuser.
We are 2
And,
hours in, so this is fine.
bro. I've definitely been accused of abuse,
I'm
and
not surprised.
we had to have a whole breakdown, like, because like you can't say that about me. I'm sorry, like you cannot say that about me.
Listen,
That me getting mad and yelling is abusive. No, some niggas just be angry. What the fuck? It's not no, abuse is a thing. Abuse is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So
it is.
I hate that. That's definitely another one of those words that people are misusing.
So you don't think never in your life you've been abusive?
No, never.
How many people have called you abusive?
2. One was a family member and one was a partner. And both of them are wrong. Absolutely wrong. I'm not eating that. I'm not accepting that at all.
Word.
What about you?
Yeah, I've been called an abuser.
We 2 hours in.
Yeah, I've been called an abuser.
Did you was you like, I could see it? Was you
It's
like,
funny
no?
because I didn't view myself as an abuser, but the thoughts I had from being called an abuser
You feel me?
made me want to be.
Well, you want to be an abuser, huh?
like made me like, I was like, what did I do to you that made you think I was an abuser? You know, I always am like, you know what it is? I feel like, I don't know what the word for it is, but I feel like there's a word for a person that has never seen you angry or has never seen you get to a certain level. And so they think that you giving a different tone than what they're normally familiar with, they view that as being like rude or abusive or mean or aggressive. Yeah. It's like, it's a smaller level than what you normally are. But like you can get there. You just have never gotten there or have never have like just been at that point. And so they don't know what it looks like. But I feel like I feel that a lot. Like even when people would be like, yo, why are you yelling? It's like, I'm not yelling.
I'm not yelling.
I'm not yelling. When people tell me to stop, why are you yelling? And I'm not yelling.
Yeah, that's one of the ones.
That's
for sure.
it's definitely like a little bit of a trigger. It's like, I'm not yelling. You've never heard me yell. Yeah, and that's usually what I say. Like, you've never heard me yell.
My I'll give y'all like I'll be a bit more personal here.
I'm not.
My daughter, cause my daughter she y'all know she's in guard, she's in marching band, and you know we always, there's always a competition happening, there's always like an event, whatever. So I've she has this habit of like, she'll tell me what's going on or she'll tell me what she has coming up, and I will, rightfully so, complain about it, right? I think that's my job as a father. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, damn, we got to get you here at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's so early on a Sunday. You know, then we got to pick you up at 2. Like, they don't care. Because the shit I usually say is they don't care about parents. You know what I mean? Like, the things we got going on. Why do I have to pick you up at 5 o'clock? You know, stuff like that, right? And my daughter goes, do you want me to quit? And I'm like, what? What are you talking? No, I don't want you to quit. She's like, well, I mean, I can't change the schedule. I can't, you know, make them change the schedule. What are you talking about? I'm not asking you to. What are you like? Why are you even saying that? And she said, I think I saw where she was going, and I was like, why are you defending them?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you defending them? I'm not saying you did anything. You don't have to take it so personal if I'm complaining about
Your
them.
daughter doesn't want to see you stressed out. And if she sees that this thing that she's doing or that she's participating in, whether it's because of her or not, she doesn't like seeing her father stressed out. How could you not see that?
I see it, but that's not her job. My job is to be stressed like that, and that's kind of where
her job is to be stressed out. Is that what you?
Yeah, my job is to be stressed out for her, for sure, absolutely. Stretching myself so that
she loves
I
you,
can
man. She cares about you. But if you like, oh fuck, I don't want to drive over here. I don't want to do it. I'm just like, damn.
That's probably how I look too, for
like,
sure.
Like, yeah, damn. My dad is really upset about this. Maybe I shouldn't do this so that he's less stressed about this. You know?
So
what if she didn't ask you? What if she decided to quit and she was like, oh, I just don't want to do it no more? You probably like.
I don't. Well,
would you
we
be
have
like?
a rule.
Great. No, I don't gotta drive to pick you
Now,
up at 5 o'clock.
If it came down to it, yes, that would absolutely be a relief. Absolutely, bro. I get off at 5:30. She has to get picked up at 5:30 on some of these days. Like I think, like certain. I don't know how y'all high school was or like after school programs and stuff. Or if y'all even participated in those things, but those shits are not made for parents that work. Like those shits are made for like stay-at-home moms or dads.
He picked me up to like 8 o'clock some days, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, because like what the fuck? It genuinely is crazy to think that somebody can pick their kid up at 5:30 when most people work from 9 to 5. You know what I mean? It's just not realistic. So I complained about that. You know what I'm saying? It was her the response that really like kind of triggered me was she's like, well, it feels like you're talking at me. I'm like, I'm talking to you. Like, what does that mean?
Ignore all that. What I told you is definitely what she feels. Is she don't want to see you stressed out. She felt attacked by it because she's doing that thing and you seem really annoyed by it. And she doesn't want to annoy you or she doesn't want you to be annoyed by it.
I definitely
she's tired of hearing you complain.
It's like, my nigga, shut the fuck up. Like she can't get that off.
You're like,
yet.
what? What?
Yo, pick me up, nigga. Pick me up.
Yeah.
Pick me
what
up.
You gonna do? Not pick me up?
like I said,
yeah,
nigga.
Exactly.
All right, if you don't pick me up, I'm gonna call them people.
Put the keys.
And then what?
Put the keys in the car and drive, nigga. What you got the car for? Other than that, pick me up.
Take me where I need to go, nigga.
Yeah, man.
I listen. Again, it's a 360
7 more
deal,
years.
bro.
Having
Having kids is a 360 deal for sure, bro.
Yeah.
But it's rewarding. I love being a dad.
How would you feel if your daughter recorded you while you was complaining and put it on Twitter and people started ripping into you?
It might happen one day. It might happen one. It's maybe not with the oldest one, but the younger one, yeah, she's absolutely gonna try to like get me canceled. So y'all gotta replace me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's like, look, this is who you guys follow. He's so funny, because we feud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna be the one that fucks it up for all of us.
Yeah. And we just gonna replace you with her, so tell her we got a spot here for her.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kind of looks
you always
like
have a job. You always have a job over at Because We Are.
Close enough. Welcome back, Hod.
That's fucked
Oh
up.
man. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all want to share songs and go?
Yeah, I got one in there already.
Right. Yeah, same.
All right. Let me get that queued up. And you can.
You want to go first, Dane?
Yeah. So, as you guys know, we always share songs at the end of our episodes for Because We Are Wicked Radio, available on Spotify if you want to go check that out. We're about to hit the 300 mark right here. We are at 299 songs right now, so I have the pleasure of introducing what is our 300th song.
Yes, sir.
Actually, no, it's not, because Hod added a song, so we're at 299.
I think Tren got to add one.
So
right?
Tren, T will have the 300 song on there. So I
I
have the
technically
honor.
won't because I'm not playing stuff off Spotify, so I can't even add the song. I'm playing
gonna
one of those
have to wait
mixes. Damn,
until-
yeah, I was.
So ignore everything I said. I just said.
Gotta wait till next week.
This is an artist that I heard for the first time early on in 2024. Recently, he started popping up on my algorithm again. This song definitely caught my eye. This is Jev. This song is called Alice.
Sorry, guys.
but not least, last but still lethal. Last to hold the crown, cause no nigga was equal. My villain origins is the reason for my performances. Remember all the pain, then I put it in all my choruses. Where's my getaway, my right rabbit, my man Hector? I ain't never been no Wonderland. Still fuck Dallas in a different parallel. I parallel the Benz, I'm staking that competition. Walking the studios with gold chains and rolling arms. Do we rob him a landmine, the entourage? Had the lemon brought to you by my villain, they my state. Along the way to burn your trace day. Fuck fame, I need to make a meal by Friday. I'm on terror, the one ready to be told barrel. Error, nigga, fuck Kevin Mercy. I burn your glass house for a cup if I'm thirsty. Diamonds play tag, niggas self-searching. You can find mine with the hashtag fly ass nigga. Make the motherfucking jet lag. I'm a Apex, you same boat. If we both on the same track, I got custom made Louis for my straight check. Fuck your therapy, I need some motherfucking payback.
A little bit like Alice in Wonderland.
And I want revenge.
And bitch, I need all of my percentages. For sure, give me all my cabbages. I marry another club before I have a hammer grievances. Woman coming 4-5, showing off their cleavages. Rappers taking shots, I'ma show you all your weaknesses. Yellow teeth surrounded, I'm a killer with no witnesses. I'm limitless, wickedness, a black hope personified. Homicide every time you niggas try to fuck with I ain't never been to Wonderland. Still fuck Dallas in a different parallel. My granddad witnessed genocide, shit he never televised. Inherited all and now a nigga terrified. Niggas still talking reparations. Yes, my conversation change the scene as the book of Revelations. I ain't never been to Wonderland on vacation. I just need revenge and a couple blue faces. Evil on my mind, nigga, brace it.
That was Jev, Alice, coming out of the Congo, South Africa, relocated to Canada. Shout out to that young man. I think he just dropped his latest album a couple weeks ago, Loner World Volume 2. Definitely go check that out, man.
That's hard. Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad it wasn't Logic over that beat, because that pretty much could sound like it could have been over that. I'm glad it wasn't him.
Yeah, that's definitely a Logic type beat. So obviously the passing of D'Angelo has me back in the you know the albums. And this particular record is super special to me because it was one of the first songs I ever dedicated to my wife, and it actually came out the year that we met.
How romantic!
And particularly, again, growing up in the projects of Southside Jamaica, Queens, Lauryn Hill says a line in the song: "These buildings could drift out to sea as some natural catastrophe. Still, there's no place I'd rather be." And that was one of the defining moments in our relationship, because when I heard that line, I immediately thought of my wife. Obviously, we was kids, but still, it's a very important song to us. It's on our wedding playlist, and you know, it's just one of those classic records. So shout out to D'Angelo, shout out to Lauryn Hill. We're playing Nothing Even Matters.
Skies could fall, not even if my boss should call. The world, it seems so very small, 'cause nothing even matters at all. Seem nothing even matters. Seem nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters at all.
Your love makes me feel 10 feet tall. Without it, I go through withdrawal. 'Cause nothing even matters at all. Nothing Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters.
These buildings could drift out to sea. Some natural catastrophe. Still there's no place I'd rather be. 'Cause nothing even matters to me. See, nothing even matters. See, nothing even matters to me. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters.
You're my identity. I sometimes have a tendency to look at you religiously, babe. 'Cause nothing even matters to me. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters to me. Said it don't matter, baby.
Now you won't find me at no store. I have no time for manicures. With you it's never either or. 'Cause nothing even matters no more. See, nothing, it don't matter. See, nothing even matters no more. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters no
Now my
more.
team must go and make it to the final four. Just repossess my pole. 'Cause nothing even matters no more. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters no more. Nothing even matters. Oh.
That was D'Angelo and Lauryn Hill with Nothing Even Matters. R.I.P. D'Angelo.
Yeah. Beautiful song. That would have been one of my first for Lauryn Hill growing up too. I'm also gonna play a D'Angelo song, but I'm playing something from a remix that somebody had made. 14 KT. I might have heard of them, listeners in that R&B type style space. Really great. But this is D'Angelo, She's Always in My Hair, 14 KT remix.
Whenever I feel like giving up, whenever my sunshine, girlfriend, whenever my hope and dream, I ain't never wrong pressure, she's always there. Tell me how much she cares. She's always in my head. She's always in
man, it pains me to cut this short. There's about 2 more minutes left of him just going off and doing his thing. But
genius.
Shout out to D'Angelo. Rest in peace to him, and rest in peace to Prince. You know, this was a little like mix of a. Prince also did a, you know, "She's Always in My Hair" song. So, yeah, man, we lost a great, but. Thank y'all for watching. If you've gotten this far, we apologize to anybody, anywhere where it's applicable, or at least I do. Definitely gotten some shit off on this podcast that I'm bleeping. So sorry, but yeah. This has been the Because We Are Boys Hod.
Yeah.
_ Hod.wave. Dame is here. Gobble _ I'm Tren, aka Tren Dollars. We are the Because We Are Boys. Patreon.com / Because We Are podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that shit on every social media. Join the Discord. Like I said, it's in our bio on Instagram, and pretty much anywhere. You find our link tree, which is in most of our bios. You can join the Discord through there with the link. Come on in, pop in, say hi, say what's up. Tell us that we're wrong about something. Tell us that you love our hate or you hate our hate, whatever.
Yeah, let's call us haters.
Let's discuss, man. But don't talk about my fucking nose ring or I'll ban you.
Yeah. And don't be Tyler Perry.
That. I'll ban you.
If Tyler Perry comes to our Discord, I might close the whole shit. I might just delete it.
I know a nigga with an axe now. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I'm going to see Disclosure tomorrow. I didn't mention that, but it's going to be fun. I'll report on it next week. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for listening. We'll catch you next week. Peace.